I don't see how I was the fastest seed in the race. 'Cause now I'm so slow, and I can't outrun the pain. And all those fucking years of being told that I was gifted, they make me so indifferent to any task that comes in. And I think that it's probably improbable that in any other timeline I'm not still a dick. All my bad qualities, anxieties, insecurities culminate into a really shitty tasting soup. And all those fucking years that I wasted online for the possible universes, I know I'm living in the worst timeline. And I think that it's probably improbable that in any other timeline I'm not still a piece of shit, of shit.
The amount of people who've been like, oh my god, this is what you're covering? Oh, fuck. Fuck you, Gilded. It's kind of fucking messed up that I'm forced into getting a job and then to work for the rest of my life, and then I retire when I've already used up. I don't want to fucking work. I just want to stay in my own bedroom. I really need some pay, but I don't wanna slave away until I'm dead, just for a minimum wage. And I don't wanna learn to become another god which just slowly turns. I really don't want to. Hey, how we doing? How we doing? Fuck me. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have so little faith. So little faith left in humanity after this. Oh my god, shut up. Shut up, YouTube. Now would be a good time to insert ads. No, it wouldn't. Shut the fuck up. How we doing? We good? Everything fine? Fuck, I feel like my audio levels are fucked. I'm kind of judging this really poorly. How we doing? How we doing? Okay, fuck. Okay, so I feel like crap. I've slept for like 12 to 14 hours today. I'm clearly at the burnout stage. I have no fucking promises for what this is gonna be. You've all been warned. You've all been warned. This is your heads up. I've even put myself in more fun lighting just to just to cover up how I'm feeling. Okay, how are we doing? Evan, he's listening to emo music. This is incel core. Fuck off. Happy to be able to join stream live finally. Well, I'm happy to have you, Crook. Okay, so fuck. This is going on too long. I misjudged. I misjudged my timing terribly. I feel like it's gonna be a theme. I heard part of this video earlier, and Bryan Mullins equals gross. Like, so I'm on a level with you. Gilded and I chat, obviously. Like, we have like DMs and little calls, and we get on. And I was like, so what are you up to at the moment? What's going on with you? And he was like, oh, I'm just finishing off this other video on this guy who I've done a video on previously. And I was like, okay, cool. It's Gilded. It's probably him just ripping the shit out of somebody. He was like, here, have a look at this. And I did. And then I thought, oh, dear God. What the fuck is this? I watched his previous video, which we're also going to watch some of, because I'm going to use it as a reference point, and fuck me. Like, again, the amount of people who have said to me, oh, Bryan Mullins, I had no idea who the fuck Bryan Mullins is. I now know who Bryan Mullins is, and I really wish I didn't know who Bryan Mullins is. I don't understand how this hasn't breached containment. Why are we talking about food shops again? We're not talking about food shops again. Oh, fuck, actually, before we do anything else, Hornet, thank you. This is very funny, okay? This made me laugh. So, in fact, we are going to talk about food shops very, very, very briefly, because this I found very funny. So, food shops. Food shops, for those who don't know, is a content creator. And I use that term, I use that phrase in the lightest way possible. But somebody brought up the fact that food shops had watched some of my stream. Now I have a history of dunking on food shops, so this was no surprise. But what was interesting was what stream food shops watched, because food shops was trying to go over the Poppy and Xena drama. Where the fuck is it? Oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna show. Look at these. People ask me, why do you have thumbnails? I don't know which one's which. Okay, I think it's this one. Is it this one? Is it this one? It's one of them.
Let's go!
Oh my fucking God. So it's around this period where food shops.
Guess there, right?
Shut up. Is basically going over the fucking Xena and Poppy stuff. And for some reason, goes to one of my streams expecting to see me talk about it, and watches like 15 minutes of me not going over it. And like she ends up watching the Queen Seraphina stream. She did like no checking and just let it play. Let me find it. What fucking day was this? This was streamed 2 weeks ago. This was 28th, so this is way too early. Is it you? Yeah. Okay, it's this one. It's this one. So we'll do the setup. We'll do the setup. I died laughing at this. So food shops is going over the Xena and Poppy stuff, and then she like gets to me, and she's like, "Oh yeah, no, Beckett and Stardust are fighting with Xena and Poppy." So going over like my nice funny little tweet, because Xena and Poppy like fucking tweeted at me. And then she was like, "Oh, let's go find out which stream it is." We'll go back. Now these are all too long. Side note, I thought my keyboard was fucking loud. Anyway.
They are very close to 1,000 subscribers. Like 18 subscribers off from 1,000.
This is food shops talking about my Cope and Seethe, I'm assuming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so because the tweeting's gone on, because obviously I must be plugged into the drama, why would I be talking about anything else? Food Shops clicks on the most recent stream at the time, which is the Your Boyfriend stuff.
The heck? What am I looking at? So what is this, 8 hours ago?
To stop things, None of this looks like any of the Xena and Poppy stuff. None of it. There's no red flags for you, food shops, that maybe the stream was about something else that I wasn't talking about it. It's fucking... Oh my god. How are you a drama content creator? How? The title is literally Your Boyfriend is Insane, featuring Queen Seraphina and a well-armed deer. Not be a 7
material he had on his hard drive. So,
Well, which one is the conversation?
Which one is the conversation? Could it be the one down here with fucking Xena and Poppy in the thumbnail, food shops? I don't know. Maybe that was a clue. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like I've been really clear about which stream is talking about. I put a lot of effort into this. Fuck. I need to food shops proof my fucking thumbnails.
With patch. Let me see.
Yes, Jake and
Live stream. This is all my word.
Ah, okay. All right. This is patches, right?
randomly like, yes, that's deer with a gun, by the way, and randomly, no, that's Patch. I'm convinced. Well done, food shops. A for effort. Fuck me.
This is patchy.
God.
So I guess Patchy is basically an internet son of Poppy and Xena. All right. And what an internet son is,
fucking
these
can't believe
polycules of
this
sorts, is
happened.
either that they are an incestual fetish blow-up doll of a figure, or they are somebody meant.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm surprised Food Shops didn't go to the stream talking about herself. So I will say this: Food Shops has got better at talking about content, not watching content about herself. I think she learned from the Keffels incident where she was just like getting completely fucking triggered over it.
To fill your insecurities while you manipulate them into your cult. Okay, that's what an internet son is. Okay, all right.
Hold on. Corthrix made a video in defense of pedos, and it's just an awful take. It's Corthrix, which sounds like... Oh, wait, are you talking about the fucking blue dragon dude? That Corthrix? Is that Corthrix? I think I know who you're talking about, and I've reviewed those videos before on Twitch. If it's the same person, I'll go over them again. They're funny. We'll do that again, yeah, sure.
All right.
Referring to myself in the third, only ginger, therefore subhuman, so you don't need to worry. Whoever wants to start.
I can go ahead and start. You want me to start with like why I started?
If you're wondering whether the chat corrects her and is like, that's Queen Seraphina, yeah, the chat does do that. Food Shops ignores it. Food Shops just fucking blanks it all out.
To talk about it, or
Yes, the blue dragon. Okay, yeah, we'll do that at some point.
What your boyfriend is for a start with people.
Okay,
Is-
so Your Boyfriend is a as advertised, an erotic visual novel about a golf ball man.
I thought you were talking about Garrow. Oh fuck, Garrow's another one as well. Jesus Christ, there are so many. What is with this fucking?
very
What is with
long,
furry
yes.
dragons?
And murders your friends and acquaintances or whatever. If there's like a little bit of
She just goes back. She just goes back to playing the video game and leaves it playing.
conflict, I guess. And again, it's
Right,
presented as
hey,
a
Kumo.
erotic visual novel. Like this stuff is hot.
This is-
isn't this great?
This is me narcissistic. Me having a narcissistic moment to the beginning of my stream. How you doing, buddy? This is so weird.
Obviously, that's just that's a little bit weird. I know that yandere con.
Now, okay, if any of you are wondering, does she add any commentary to this full, like, fucking 10, 15-minute section where she's watching completely unrelated content? No. No.
Interacting with all of you.
She just leaves me playing.
Ended up spending on Tumblr because of
Talking about something completely fucking different.
is I'm not sure I'm comfortable.
Which is FTL. It's a
I still don't
spaceship
know how
game.
Tumblr works, by the way.
I just-
don't
I-
understand.
Until finally.
I don't know if I want to make like
Okay.
Until finally she gives up.
Present Sunday, Ellen Degenerate.
She's like, no, that's it. That's 10 minutes of Beckett talking about a random topic. She then goes on to say, and I won't subject it, that Stardust and I are in a war with Xena and Poppy, going backwards and forwards, making content on each other. No, we're not, Food Shops. I had one conversation. That was it. That was the point. That's why it was so fucking weird that Poppy messaged me. How are you missing this? Oh my god. Listen, I don't mind people bootlegging my content. That's completely reasonable. But it's just so weird that you're a drama content creator that fucking did this. How? How did you make this mistake? Anyway, fuck. Cool. Right. I'm good. Thank you for indulging me, boys and girls. So, you got XQC'd. I did! Holy fuck. Beckett, play one of your streams while you're at it. Be a real commentary video. Yeah, just a random. Next time I need to go and grab something, I'm just going to leave an old stream playing. It's fine. Leo also talked about Bryan the Fox. Oh, fuck. Okay. So, I do want to give some Leo updates. Because some of them have been interesting. And I was going to be good. But I fucking... I'm fascinated. Because some of them were really weird. Where are they? Where's Outsider? Fuck, do I need to scroll down to find Outsider? Where the fuck are Outsider's tweets? Did I bookmark them? Was I smart? I'm sure I did. I hope I did. I'm really fucked if I didn't. It's gonna go horribly wrong very quickly. I didn't. I'm done. That's fine. Fuck, do I need to do this another way? I swear to God, I need to start, like, going to people and being like, yeah, I'm going to, bookmark you. And, then it'll be fine. It's fine. I found it. We're good. So, Outsider's been tweeting again. I'm being good, Kumo. Fuck's sake. Right. I just see him rage posting. Okay. Play my new song. Link it to me, Addy. Just put it in chat, we'll put it up. Right, okay. So, there have been developments. So, oh my god, there's been a lot of developments. So, for those that don't know, Outsider is somebody who basically has been cataloguing a lot of the stuff that's been going on with Lio and Senate and all the other things. And I found it particularly interesting that Outsider has basically had enough. And has started just fucking atting people who are having these conversations. So I thought we'd read a few of these. I liked. I don't know who Outsider is, but I do enjoy their tweets. What shady backdoor nonsense has evil Canadian done, Lamau? Poster cool. The Akumu. Well, it's Akumu. Has tried to talk about things out with people before, to my understanding, but people didn't listen. Liu didn't want to talk before people brought his wife into this. Now, we're going to get into this a little bit. Just touch. Right, so still think that most of this could have been solved if all parties sat down and talked to each other, in my opinion. Going back to my cave now. Wait, come back. From B-Food Weeb. Dansu, oh my god, these fucking names. Oop, there they go. B, like a terror that flapped in the night. Tarek, I need to do a meme with that talkative crybaby Wojak with why Light Yagami is complex versus Devilman Chad, he just kills demons, ease. Fucking hell, these are your defenders, Leo. I mean, I don't know Akumu's grievances with Lio, but if a civil discussion could be reached, I'd be willing to be there to facilitate that. But Kumo gets no benefit of the doubt or quarter from me. Akumu, I can cut some slack if he's willing for an actual constructive dialogue with no shady backdoor nonsense like his buddy Kato does. Kato, you get shouted out. Lovely. Oh my god. That fucking Darkwing Duck reference? I don't know. You won't be disappointed, mate. Well, you can tweet it at me, or you can just at me in some way. I look forward to hearing it, Addy. Fuck, I think we're at Addy's channel, actually, so we might just do it that way. Weird way to say Death Note is the best edgy anime. Weird way to say Devilman, etc. Whatever, I don't fucking care. Right, so at the bottom, we've got Lyo. We've got Lyo at the bottom. Maybe I would have agreed before they threw my wife into their videos. That's a real interesting statement, Lyo. So, we're gonna go Twitch poll rules here, because this I've seen this happen before. People are like, oh, you've started talking about my family members, you've started talking about the people close to me, they're nothing to do with this. But Lyo constantly brings his wife into things. Actually, as far as I can tell, the first person to bring Lyo's wife into this drama isn't Akumu, Gilded, or me. It's fucking Peaches. It's fucking Peaches talking openly in public servers about cucking Lyo's wife and being a homewrecker. Like, Lyo, you opened this door. You invited people into your home to live with you. You made your private life public. You posted your address and told people to come and fight you. What are you talking about? And even if that wasn't the fucking case, Lyo, you've... even if that wasn't the case, you have doxed people, contacted people, schools, employers, and families, talked to people's mothers. I don't know if now you can be like, I can't believe that they brought my wife into it and made a joke about them. You contacted a 15-year-old school and said that he was a school shooter. I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. What is going on? So we'll have a look at a few more. Okay, I retract my previous statement. Fuck both of them. They're both Eevee pricks and so interchangeable. Okay, listen. The boys are a good duo, but they're not interchangeable, okay? They have very different styles, personalities, and fucking... they're different people, okay? Yeah, that was legitimately uncalled for. I know, crazy that somebody would do that. Where's the other one? Because there's another one that I saw. Where the fuck is it? Oh, fuck, where is it? That's why we do stream prep. Okay. Okay. I've lost the other one. It's fine. I'll just tell you what was in it. You can trust me. I'm your lovable, trustable ginger friend. In one of the servers, Lyo, somebody was saying that they needed to send pizzas to people. The fact that Lyo's wife had been brought into this was taking it to the real world, and therefore they needed to send pizzas to people. How are you gonna bitch about somebody mentioned somebody's wife? Somebody Lyo brought into the conversation constantly. Oh, I'm in love with my wife. I'm not like you kids here. I've got a wife. The only people I like are my wife and Catwoman. And you're like, I'm gonna send them pizzas. That'll show them. Fucking lunatics. Fucking Christ. So that's your Lyo update. I have heard things on the grapevine. I don't know what's going to occur next. I'm quite excited to find out, though. I will admit that. I am excited to find out what the next stage of this is. Because I don't think Lyo is going to fucking... I don't think Lyo is going to follow my advice to not go after people who've, like, attacked him. I think that's his next stage. So, we'll see. I think it'll be interesting. Right, I've got Addy's channel. Jesus fucking Christ. We'll do an Addy break. Is this... Oh my god. Right, we've got a fucking Doomer. Got a Doomer song. Okay. Are you actually going to do a fucking album of this? Oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it so dramatic? Are there more? Wait, what the fuck is this? Wait, what? What were you thinking, Destiny song?
Pretty boy models set the world on fire. It's Leah, we're killing it tonight. Oh, spotlight shining on us, reaching new heights. Yeah, we're the ones.
Okay, so your latest one is the Doomer one. Fuck, which one did you want me to watch? Is that the one? This one on my page. Daddy Pupils. Fuck. Fuck it. All right, hold on. We'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. We'll make my life easy. Okay. We'll make my life easy. Addy, can you DM it to me on Twitter? I'll be good. We're good. Told you tonight would be weird. DM it to me, Addy. We'll do it this way. Or just at me. One of the two. One of the two. Right, while Addy is doing that, Gilded came out with a new fucking video recently. And, oh, fuck. Where do I begin with this? Fucking Bryan Mullins. So, I had no idea who Bryan Mullins was until Gilded told me. I think the first thing Gilded told me, sent me about it was actually, I think Gilded wanting to not be alive anymore afterwards. They've gone back and forth. Gilded has a very, very long video on this guy. A very long video for Gilded. 46 minutes on this fucking dude. Now... Now, I've come across some weird fucking people, but I've never come across somebody who encapsulates so many different fucking locale elements. What's a good place to start with this? Let's do this. Because we're gonna run the gambit a little bit. Mullins been around for years, as far as I can tell. Potentially has multiple channels, all uploading. This one has 12.3k. Most of it, from what I can tell, is either insane or stolen uploaded content. But he was very excited to get a fursuit together. So, I don't know. Let's have a look.
Hello guys, it's Bryan here. And this is the result of lots of hard work, time, and effort. And lots of dealing with hot glue, polyester felt, and you know what I mean.
I'm terrified that... Look, I understand that fursuits are expensive, okay? And by the way, by understanding, I mean I have heard, I've never purchased one, but holy fuck. Wouldn't it be better just to, like, I don't know, put a headband with some ears on it? This is horrifying.
It's long story short. It took me a long time. But now it's worth it. I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah, no, that I don't know what I'll do is the sort of thing you hear of a serial killer over their victim. Holy fuck.
Don't know what I'll do when I stream. Well, it's pretty cool. I've been busy all day finishing that album, The Roast Game Society Volume 4, and it turned out perfectly as I planned it. It took a long time to edit, and it took 12 tracks, which is just over 4.
He makes music. He does make music. We will listen to some of his music. It is not as good as Addy's music. But okay, so I'm going to use Gilded as a bit of a guide here, okay? And I know that Gilded's just released a video today, which you should all absolutely go and watch. But we are also going to watch the video Gilded is responding to, so strap in. This is going to be a long one until I rope myself. This may be the stream. I'm gonna be straight up with you.
I will wait and see how many subscribers I can have, since I finally accomplished 100 subscribers.
Thank you for the 2. What the fuck did I join to?
Those were the hardest earned subscribers I've ever earned in my entire life. Hello guys, it's Bryan here. And this is the result of lots of hard work, time.
We all know I like Gilded, but Gilded, your editing style is the most mid 2010s thing I've ever fucking seen. Hey Mumbles, how you doing?
And effort.
Hi everybody, I am Bryan Mullins the Fox, and, well, this whole thing of me disavowing the following person won't be as severe. I know you envy me, Vlad. I really do. But now there's more reasons why I'm pissed, and I disavow Gilded Poo even more.
So this is probably going to be the longest
Fucking God.
nobody lolcow video I've ever made.
It really is. So we'll go to the introduction. Who's Bryan Mullins? We're going to dip in and out of this because we're going to... Gilded knows I'm doing this with this content, by the way. Nobody Lolcow is a pretty good video title. Yeah, I'm a fan. I also agree with Kobo. Listen, if you're gonna channel your autism into making things, don't do fursuits. Make a cool armored suit. You know what a lot of the best autistic people do? This isn't even a joke. They get into medieval reenacting. Medieval reenacting is like the best thing you can do with your time, and D&D. I think I'm just taking shots at myself now.
Ever again. Who the fuck is Bryan Mullins? Well, he goes by Bryan Mullins the Fox.
Now, you may be wondering, because I fucking was, whether Bryan Mullins the Fox whether these were, what's a good way to put it? Whether these were things that Gilded had put together, or that he'd put together. He's put these together. I'm gonna get fucking claimed. I'm gonna get fucking claimed. How are you not fucking claimed? This is just fucking, you can't... This is the Bryan Mullins the Fox intro outro logo history 2018 to 2021 remastered. That's psychotic. I've never seen anybody do this. This is the sort of thing that YouTubers with 1 million subs wouldn't fucking do. What is going on? Beckett, if you make fursuits, you make 5 to 10k per costume. Yeah, I know, they're really expensive. I never had to look at buying one, okay? I hate it here, yeah. Oh my god, it's so bad. What are these? Are you okay, buddy? How? How is this your content? What intros? Intros to fucking cute. Oh, also, we'll get to roast game theory. This is, oh fuck me. This is the first time where I've seen a fucking actual op. Like, an actual trolling op breach into the wider fucking world from the revived Metica forums. I was like, wait, what? That's fucking wild. I'm gonna get so claimed. This video is just gonna be like a ton of fucking claims. Anyway, so you're sort of getting an idea of who this fucking guy is, aren't we? A little bit.
Because, see? Now you know who Bryan Mullins the Fox is. Obviously, he's a fucking furry because... Of course he is. Of course he's a fucking furry. They always have to be fucking furries. You might be asking yourself, well, Gilded Poo, he's got 12,000 subscribers to your almost 1,700 at the time of recording. How is he a nobody exactly? Well, first and foremost, how he even acquired those subscribers at all in the first place is a bit suspicious. He just stole content. He doesn't just have that channel. He has, like, 9 other channels. Actually, more than that, because he has one that's just called Bryan Mullins, but whatever. He has a lot of fucking YouTube channels, most of which he still actively fucking uploads to. Yeah, this motherfucker just sits around all goddamn day long, fucking uploading YouTube videos ad nauseum. But who the fuck am I? What do I know? I struggle to even get 3 videos out a fucking month. And this motherfucker's just shitting them out like fucking diarrhea. But hold on, hold up. I need to tone it back just a tad. You see, he was one of my subscribers, and I really care about my subscribers. Not really. But this is an intervention of Bryan Mullins the Fox. You see, he's gotten into the drugs that is furryism. And the side effects of, snorting the furryism, well, it's beginning to take its toll. Here is him in 2018.
Here we go.
Now listen, I am not of the opinion that becoming a furry makes you physically ill. I do not avow this position. I do not support Gilded in this position. I will say that right now Gilded is providing some pretty fucking hefty evidence.
Oh, hello. It's me, Bryan Mullins the Fox.
Yeah, he doesn't look that bad. Actually, he looks like a pretty good Mormon kid, right? And, well, here's just a little bit later.
Thank you for 100 subscribers, guys. I really appreciate it.
And here's 2021.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bryan Mullins the Fox.
You can see, visually, the obvious decline of his health as we progress through the years. In other words...
I'm going to say that it's YouTube that did it to him. Okay, so... First things first, we come to this. Gilded... This guy has written an autobiography about himself.
Pursuit. It is nightmare fuel to foxes at the end of the day. He actually wrote a fucking autobiography of himself.
I remember seeing a few things as a baby.
Now, listen. I think that somebody writing an autobiography about themselves can be very, very helpful. Okay? I fully avow this. Now, have I told you that there was an updated one of The Story of My Life, better version by Bryan Mullins the Fox, 1999 to present day? Listen, I want to learn about this guy. So, I thought this might be a good place to start. I fucking hate everything. I was like, wait, no. Wattpad autobiography? Yeah, okay. He addresses that. He does address that. We'll get to it.
I am Bryan Mullins the Fox. I am going to make the history of my life clearer than my cringeworthy 2018 Wattpad story, filled with inconsistencies and false memories.
Filled with inconsistencies and false memories. Now, I don't know if that Wattpad story still exists. I'd quite like to know what's in it. I am very, very confused as to how you're saying, listen. I know that I wrote an autobiography that everyone hated and everyone mocked me for, but the thing you've got to remember is that was actually fake.
I was an amateur when I was 18, That creepy fanfic I wrote was nothing of value, and someone else decided to archive it. It got deleted by Wattpad themselves. I didn't delete that in shame, just to be clear. Still proving that I had nothing to hide. It was there the whole time until Wattpad removed it themselves. I'm no longer a fan of All Dogs Go to Heaven in general. I rewatched the first one and it was bad. I watched a review of the sequel and that one was worse than the first, as you people can tell. I grew out of that crush as 2021 was
Okay, I think this is to do with the fact that apparently Bryan Mullins had a fucking crush on a dog, on a cartoon dog from All Dogs Go to Heaven. Why? 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 Why wouldn't you delete it, though?
still a new year after 7 years. To go off on a short rant, I admit that I used to be a shameless degenerate, but I've changed ever since I started learning.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll fucking get to that.
How the internet is and how people act in a way to try to put you down, cancel you, and just dismiss you for being cringe. There are some things that I will leave out for personal reasons. I have my own limits when it comes to giving shit out, but there are public schools that I went to, not private, so
this is the guy who wrote more cannibalistic fanfic of All Dogs Go to Heaven? Fucking what? Jesus Christ! Oh, fuck, okay. My God.
So it's not me doxing myself in this video. I will add clips from my 2021 vlog series known as The Adventurous Mischiefs in a Post-Detective World, and including a trailer of a documentary coming out this Thanksgiving that I will mention later in this video, alongside with my moving out story.
It was like some really weird fanfic where they ate Annie Mary for Christmas dinner. That's interesting, because... Okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Gilded mentioned something about this, because there is... God. That's a very interesting link.
Further ado, let's begin. I was born on May 7th, 1999 at the Air Force Base in Solano County, or Fairfield, California, in room 60 at 38 weeks gestation. I was the last of the 5 that my mother gave birth to. I'm not mentioning how exactly I was born. I was diagnosed with autism in 2001. I'm not going to mention what cartoon supposedly traumatized me or any misremembering of a song, an event, a movie, things I did that aren't noteworthy or memorable. That shit's irrelevant, but for all I know, it won't.
What? Wait, what? You okay? What the fuck is going on? Someone said I should drink every time I do that. I don't have any fucking spirits and I'd be dead by the time this ended. Why did you record? Brian, this is 8 months ago. 8 months ago, you recorded a life story of yourself, including where you were born and the day and the... What? Why?
Won't matter anyway to people. When it came to food, I was always repulsed, gagged, and even threw up at the thought of or when I tried to eat mashed potatoes. All of that because I somehow thought it had bones in it. I am more used to mashed potatoes now, but I wasn't back then. The same applied to peas, green beans, but I still don't like butter beans. I like my vegetables much more than I did as a kid. Me, my mom, my dad, and my sister lived in California, not for a couple of weeks, but for a couple of years. My mom and dad got divorced in 2002. We then moved into a mobile home in Charlotte, North Carolina. I went to Supply Elementary School there. My mom's grandparents lived in other places like that mobile home not too far from the one that we lived in until Hurricane Arthur hit it in 2002. We were in and out of 2 houses.
I feel like I'm losing my mind and we're 3 minutes in. I feel like this is so fucking weird. This is so unbelievably fucking weird.
The one in North Carolina and the other one in South Carolina. There was drama between my mother and grandparents that made it impossible to live in South Carolina for too long. Until around 2005. long after one of my mom's exes put me in the freezer as a sick prank to scare my mother.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Wait, what?
To live in South Carolina for too long, until around 2005. Long after one of my mom's exes put me in the freezer as a sick prank to scare my mother.
Fucking what? What the fuck am I meant to do with that? You grew up in a place where someone put you in a freezer as a prank? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Around the late 2000s, I was made aware of YouTube's existence and started watching random videos like VHS openings, the farting cat, etc. I was, later in my childhood, made aware of my mother's and grandmother's collection.
Bad news, Beckett. Larix wanted to know about the Lio Convoy stuff, so I said Beckett has very good coverage on it, and he said who? Based.
Of Christian music CDs and tapes. I was raised in a devout Christian family myself, and when I was a Christian, I was a complete retard and a spastic mongoloid. Throughout the 2000s, I went to Westview Primary School, where I was having some troubles with math. It even got to the point where I was bullied and was struggling between 2nd and 3rd grade because of my autism. My mom once promised that if I solved all of these math problems without having trouble in a certain period of time, mainly 60 seconds, that she'd give me a small-sized bottle of Coke and an orange.
Childhood summer vacations. Throughout the better part of a decade, we went to these 3 houses in Ohio. Number 1, 1348 Pierce Avenue.
I'm sorry, you're doxing your entire, location history? For what reason? Why? Why?
Avenue from 2009-ish to 2011. Number 2, 3496 Cadell Road from 2012 to 2013. And number 3, 3552 Wymore Place from 2012 to 2013. Again, let's start at around 2009 for the sake of brevity, because I can't really remember much at all about what happened before such times, except for the time I broke off the control knob of an old grill and my dad screamed at me, or the time back in 2004-ish, I was somehow misbehaving in an old Lincoln car. We stopped the car, I was taken out of it, and left to be spanked right in front of it. Here are a few main memories I had of 2009's summer vacation. Number 1, the basement of the house, in which we casually watched old VHSs like Speed Racer, The Lion King, and others, and played games like Gran Turismo 4, a Madden NFL game for the PS2, or a karaoke game that my sister got for herself and me back then. Number 3, when my dad and Linda picked us up.
Why does he think people are going to be interested in his life story? He's obsessed with himself. If he's trying to... is he trying to be a story time YouTuber? He missed the mark entirely. I don't know. I have no answers for you. I have no answers. I fucking no idea. I don't know what to tell you.
It was usually at a certain TA gas station somewhere in Virginia. Number 4, we usually
I'm fascinated.
To the store a couple or
I'm bought in. I'm actually bought in. What's bizarre about this? Okay, so for those of you who've followed Chris Chan for a long time, Chris Chan is the early, in some respects, the golden goose lolcow. But that's because plenty of people like Chris Chan exist and never get discovered. This kind of shit, doing this, oh my god, this is fucking such Chris Chan behavior. This is incredible.
times, usually to get some more VHS tapes and other stuff to take with us home after vacation is over. Number 5, on the 4th of July, we usually went to one of our uncle's house to have fun, eat, and watch fireworks on TV or hear them outside. Number 6,
it's
we
locked
came
in,
back
true.
with glow-in-the-dark sticks with vivid neon colors. Number 7, I cried when
hit the like
Jackson
button, sure.
died.
There you go.
And finally,
Happy now?
number 8, I no longer fear the yeehaw Yeehaw! Cowboy from 2004. I used to be deathly afraid of cowboys for being harassed with a tiny cowboy plush that sings and screams yeehaw. Or maybe was it 2005? I don't know, I could be wrong. Let's get to the 2010 summer vacation, shall we? Number 1. At the time, pink was my favorite color, my absolute favorite color. So anytime we went to the old Dollar Tree store and got stuff like plastic bottles and other...
Okay, we'll skip ahead. We'll skip ahead. Like this. I can't skip to that. Wait, what the fuck was that image? I don't want to know. We'll skip ahead.
To the topic of the roast game, among other things, will be covered in the upcoming documentary coming this Thanksgiving called Dropping Flies. I will play the trailer for it at the end of this video.
Now, I've heard about the roast game. The roast game is interesting. We're going to let Gilded give a bit of an explanation of what the roast game is. But I'm interested. I'm engaged.
In this rant segment, I'll be talking about what the discussion about the topic of the roast game and researching it for long periods of time has done to me mentally, physically, and socially. Let's start off with mentally. It has changed me completely. I no longer use the internet as something to kid or fuck around with. I take the internet a whole lot more seriously than I did when I was an edgy 18-year-old. It traumatized me in a way at a certain...
Okay. Fuck. I feel like we need to explain what the roast game is then. If he's going to talk about the roast game, we need to explain what the roast game is. We'll jump ahead.
Fucking weird. We haven't even tapped the fucking surface. It gets so much... Let me get a drink real quick. Yummy. It gets so much fucking worse.
Hi everybody, I am text-to-speech bot Matthew, filling in for Bryan Mullins the Fox, with a Research Channel exclusive commentary video, proving the original concept of the roast game again. But it's all a part of Bryan's new theory, called the roast game, families by the number theory.
Oh my god, the roast game, man. The roast game is so fucking insane. So the roast game, as envisioned by Bryan Mullins the Fox, is this idea that for some weird abstract reason, from the years 1998 to 2016, instead of people like roasting ham or turkey or whatever the fuck on Christmas, they were...
I'm going to assume Jenny's in chat if that poll went up. How you doing?
roasting the butts of babies.
18,568,322 children lost their lives for their ass meat simply because turkey and/or ham just wasn't enough to satisfy the morally repugnant yet radically religious side of people, no matter how innocent or acceptable they may be in America.
Yes, he honestly thinks that millions of parents in different parts of the entire country all ate the buttocks of their children. They killed...
Okay, that's enough of a lead-in. We'll go to the main channel. We'll go to videos, and we'll have a look because I think the roast game is here. We'll it's somewhere. Okay. The post-roast game theory, season 3, episode 2, recapping the roast game era 1998 to 2016. The roast game, its original concept, has been proven correct.
Hi everybody, I am Bryan Mullins the Fox. I am going to prove that this now to be non-existent table from a wikia that doesn't exist anymore is far more relevant than I previously thought. Thankfully, I still have it here with us and in living memory. How many roast turkeys and hams does the average family, let alone the average American, waste on average for every Christmas, for every year during the roast game era? Before we find the answer to this question, let's set the mathematics and methodology for said mathematics straight.
According to this table alone, the amount of turkeys that would be able to feed either an entire family of 12 or a family gathering of 12 was 5 of them. And also according to this table alone, the amount of hams that would be able to feed either an entire family of 12 or a family gathering of 12 was about 6 of them. It is also pretty clear that the centerpiece meat is also a side dish in its own right, because it is accompanied by other side dishes. The table in question separates the centerpiece and all the other sides for not just argumentative purposes, but also for a mathematical purpose as well. Hence why the calories add up for a child's butt meat as the Christmas roast alternative during the roast game era, and not the other 2, let alone 4 centerpiece meat choices. And the amount of calories for both centerpiece meats, ham, and...
I'm sorry, is the theory here that there's not enough, like, pork or turkey to, like, feed people so they eat children? Fucking what?
Turkey obviously accounts...
This was 9 months ago, by the way, so this is when he's normal now.
for people who have bigger stomachs or the tendency to have more than one serving for themselves, whether it be 1 serving, 2 servings, or even 3 servings. The average amount of roast turkeys that were wasted during the roast game era is 42,172,139. The average amount of roast hams that were wasted during the roast game era is 39,597,757. To get the math straightened out, the amount of wasted turkeys and hams on average during the roast game era will have the same methodology for the mathematics. The average amount of roast turkeys that were wasted during the roast game era will have to be divided by the amount of calories for 5 turkeys, or...
Okay. So that's... We're gonna watch more of this. I'm fucking invested. I wanna know. I wanna fucking know. Tell me the truth. Tell me your sweet truths. Fuck. Okay. What's this one? The post-rest game theory. Fuck. Let's have a look. Fuck, this is 10 days ago. Shit. What the fuck is going on? How did someone hear him possibly recording this and not pop in like, what the fuck?
Hi everybody, I'm your host, Detective Bryan Mullins the Fox. Let's just do a simple recap of the roast game era, 1998 to 2016. This era, of course, started on November 17th, 1998. The first roast game Christmas was December 25th, 1998. All of this because families preferred something tastier and seemingly more innocent.
This is like a really fucked up ARG.
They no longer wanted perfectly good turkeys or hams that were on sale in stores nationwide. 977,280 children on average were slaughtered for not believing in Christmas each year during this time period. All the while, 979,957 of them were slaughtered only in the 5 leap years during the roast game era in America. Meanwhile, in Canada, 4,529,675 children were slaughtered yearly. All of this adds up to 86,063,825 in Canada and 18,568,322 in America. In total, 104,632,147 children were slaughtered for not believing in Christmas for their cut-off asses overall. By the way, before we get to number 3, number 4 will be accounting for the 2 other ham waste statistics from both 1998 and 1999 respectively. 3. Families wasted an average of 42,172,139 roast turkeys
I
every
fucking...
Christmas season, or...
Okay, we might be joined by an expert. Why do I... What the fuck? Hold on, I've got... Okay, that's funny. Therapy sent me an updated picture of when dealing with this shit. It's just a really horrified looking version of my PFP. That's actually pretty funny. Hold on. Accurate. Accurate. Oh my fucking god. Right, okay. Yeah, I... All right, okay. Let's see if Gilded wants to come and help. Just go phone. Okay, hold on. Beckett, is your smoke detector in need of new battery, or is that Bryan's? I don't know what this fucking audio is. Okay, it's not mine. I fucking, my smoke detectors are fine. Okay, I totally check them all the time. It gets worse.
every year during this time period, before, during, and after Christmas, not even consumed at all. Meanwhile, in Canada, 8,890,286 roast turkeys were wasted on average before, during, and after Christmas, not even consumed at all. Number 4, families wasted an average of 44
Is that beeping like a point?
44,278.
Is he putting a beep in to be like, that's his emphasis? Holy fuck.
Roast hams every Christmas season or every year during this time period. Before, during, and after Christmas, not even consumed at all. This slight change has now been accounted for. 5. 13,383 children were spared from being slaughtered for not believing in Christmas in 2017, prompting...
Wait, what?
...has now been accounted for. 5. 13,383 children were spared from being slaughtered for not believing in Christmas in 2017, prompting the transitional era between the roast game era and the post-roast game era.
They were spared for not believing in Christmas. Is any of the numbers even saying actually documentary? It's just bullshit Bryan's making up. I don't know. I think it's like, so from what I can tell, and people can correct me, and when Gilded actually wakes the fuck up, he can do the same. Okay, here we go. Give me a second. Hey, thank you for the 2. Those turkeys weren't for eating. Oh, Jesus Christ. They were for fucking. Thank you, Allington. Hey, Gilded, how you doing?
What's up?
Give me a second. Let me give you a camera. There we go. You got a camera now. It's nice and easy. I can pop you out. Welcome to the Bryan Mullins Super Show.
Yeah, I spent months studying this guy, by the way.
You know, it's starting to explain an awful lot about how you've ended up as a human being. I'm gonna be honest with you. Can you?
How I ended up as a human being?
Yep. This is brain breaking. Can you explain to me the fucking roast game, please, and how he's come to this conclusion?
The roast game is shit, that thing's complicated. So basically, the roast game, I'm trying to figure out where to start. So
we've got...
went on for...
Yeah, go on.
What have you learned so far?
So we've learned that between 1998 and 2016, families began eating children to replace turkeys and hams.
Yes. Well, they weren't really eating... Actually, to be more precise, they weren't eating children entirely, mostly their butts.
Why?
I don't know. He even said at some point that most of the people that survived the roast game have new butts. Quote, a more comfy option. But yeah, apparently this was something that was going on. The reason he came to this conclusion is apparently some mathematical dilemma. He actually explains in pretty big depth.
I think we saw that. I think we saw some of that. Like, so that would be this one, right? The roast game. Its original concept has been proven correct.
Yeah, the big problem with the roast game videos is that he's got like 30 of them.
Either in
The last one was 10 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, this starts like you can go all the way back to I think like 2 years ago. I mean, he has videos on it. He actually has videos set to premiere in 2025 for the roast game.
I am okay. How can you explain to me how the Metica forums got involved in this? This is the first time I've seen the revived Metica forums get involved in any actual ops. What the fuck was going on?
Yeah, it's my fault. Me and a friend of mine just started shitting on fucking Bryan in that forum.
Right. Okay.
Oh wait, different forum. So okay, when you say the Medicare forums, I'm thinking about like the newer one.
Oh, I'm
like,
thinking of the new one.
A friend of mine made.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, you are thinking of the new one?
Yeah, because there's a new one now that's been like the revived Metica forums, basically.
Yeah, there was somebody who goes by Medicare Fimbot who created yeah. Okay. But yeah, but no, Bryan was on there and we started shitting on him. In fact, not only did we shit on him, I got a bunch of people to change their names to Bryan Mullins and change their avatars to his avatar and start pretending they're legions of Bryan Mullins just to piss off Bryan Mullins because he's fucking nuts. He's actually insane. Like this guy actually has videos of him going to old homes with measuring tape at what he is calling, quote unquote, a splutter stain, which is a reference. What he means is where the kids' butts were cut or where the kids were killed, and he's measuring it to determine how long the child is. And then at one of them, he says the kid was like 2 or 3 and 4 feet tall.
What the fuck is going on? Oh my god.
And the best part is he's with his brother who's recording, and he's like, do you think this was where they did it? He's like, and he literally does this. Yeah, sure.
We watched a bit of his life story. Do you want to watch a little? So, okay, you've got an explainer for this. So let's. You're gonna watch it with me now. You're stuck here.
Yeah, I've actually. Okay, I have never watched it. I don't know if you saw like my video.
Yeah. You were like, I'm not doing
I'm
it.
not watching that.
So we're past the roast game part, and he's explaining about the mental and physical toll it's taken on him. That's your setup, okay? So we're at the mental toll it's taken on him.
An extent where it was actually helpful. The fact that I used to believe that being a shitlord on the internet was fun, or if not edgy in any ways, sort of helped me become a much better individual and not just some sort of fucking retarded shitlord who's interested in Kekistani memes.
He's
Pepe
talking
the
about
Frog.
me.
Oh, he's talking about. Oh, that's nice. You get a little shout. Why does he hate you so much?
Because I made a whole video. Like, I don't like. Okay, so I don't know. So I never. Okay, so initially,
Also,
I left
set
him
your
alone.
your camera up. Set your camera up. People want to see you. Go on, get on camera.
Okay,
Go on. Turn yourself
well,
off.
I have to set all that up in a second. But no, initially, I'm literally like one of those guys that just sits in a dark room like all the time.
Me too.
I never turn my lights on unless like I am on camera. But the thing is though is that at first I had no issue with this guy. at all, actually. And then one day he's like, "Now, Gilded Poo, don't you go adopting Jordan to spite Lio, you pedophile." I'm dead serious, like out of nowhere. And a couple other things. He made a bunch of videos hitting at me. Or not hitting at me. Just like attacking my character. Made 3. And then by the third one, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do it. Because like this guy is like so retarded. Like he's on that line, if you know what I mean, like that line between like just retarded enough to mock and too retarded to mock. Like he is right. I felt uncomfortable making my initial video because like he's almost at the too retarded to mock level for me.
What's the fanfic?
Oh, you ever watched All Dogs Go to Heaven?
I think when I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah, well, the girl dog in the second one, the fanfic is him fucking it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
He wrote lyrics dedicating his love to that. I mean, dude, okay. He does music, okay? Do you do music, Beckett?
I don't do music.
He has a song called Boing, all right? It's actually a masterpiece, and I love the fucking song.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold
Like,
on.
I unironically
Can you link
love
it
this
to me?
song.
Can you link it to me?
Hold
Also,
on.
Brian, thank you for the 2. That bum jerky won't make itself, the ghoul. Thanks, buddy.
Well, and here's the thing. His recent video, that, by the way, is absolute cringe, all he had to say was that the roast game cures pedophilia.
Please, for the love of all that's holy, expand on that statement.
Because if parents killed and ate their children, there wouldn't be any children for pedophiles to fuck.
I hate it here. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it here. It's awful. Fuck you.
Just saying, like, that's all he had to say. I don't know why he didn't run with it. That would have been hilarious, but no. Okay, I'm looking for this song right now. And while you're listening to it, I'll go get my lights on and shit. It'll be like intermission music. Oh my god, I went autistic and like did this in order of appearance with all my links.
God. Oh my god. Oh, what's Predator argument? We'll get to the Predator argument. It's, in my opinion, the worst thing he's ever made. Yeah, I think Maya pointed out, because I watched the premiere of Gilded video, which is what finally made me do this. I was like, yeah, do you know what? Fuck it. I feel like crap. We'll do this. Maya was like, this sounds a lot like Amoshi, and I was like, it does sound a lot like Amoshi. That's very interesting, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here. All right, Gilded sent me the song. Let's have a look. Look. Also, Seraphy, what the fuck? It's a whole Christmas Eve fanfic where they eat Annie Mary for Christmas dinner, and then he has surprise smacks with Sasha, the girl dog. I hate it here. I'm so sorry, Maya's just like, it's my fault, I'm sorry. It's fine, you're good. I do it to myself.
Tastes like cherry wine. Girl, you're so fine, my blood's gonna taste like hot red wine. Girl, you're so fine, your blood's gonna taste like hot cherry wine. Girl, you're so fine, my blood's gonna taste like hot red wine. Don't you know that when there's smoke, oh baby, there is fire. but with the fire of crazy hot love. It's a sweet old-fashioned desire. I told you what.
Do you know what this reminds me of, Gilded?
What's that?
Do you know who Nick Pedo Bates is?
No. No idea.
Nick Pedo
You're not even at
Bates.
the best part. You're not even at the best part of the song.
Then I told you twice. I told you once again that making love feels nice. Boing.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah! Banging my head to that one.
I fucking hate you. So, the reason I say this is, oh fuck, can I find it? I don't know if any of his songs will exist anymore. We might have to go through the gym video. So Nick Bates is a convicted pedophile. Like an actual full-on convicted pedophile. I'm actually gonna take this off screen for a second. It's and so, let's see. Let's see if I can find it.
But yeah, I've listened to this song like probably 5 times.
I believe you.
Yeah, I even did a whole discovery stream, as I call it, where I played this song at the beginning of the stream.
Why? Why?
Well, couple reasons. One, he never like copy wrote the song or anything, so there's nothing he can really do about it. On my live streams, I like to start off with an entire song, give people time to show up.
I also like to do that. That's why I play Kanash Corp. I don't tend to play. Okay, but okay. This is why it reminds me of Nick.
Also, some children in their butt.
Oh, we need to go back. Hold on.
So let's take a listen.
Gonna do my wife and also some children in their butts. But the latter is only if my wife says I can, which she probably won't. So I guess I'll just do my wife. Ain't no way!
Can you believe that this guy went to prison for being a pedophile? Shocking, isn't it? Fucking.
No. Worst part is I just woke up from a nap. I wasn't ready.
I shit you not. His defense for that he couldn't be a pedophile is that he was he has nothing on Bryan's melodic tones true. His defense was that he was too into poop and therefore couldn't be a pedophile.
I mean, that could be a defense if you're Coyote Lovely, I guess.
Fucking hell. Oh my god, I fucking hate it here. Right, okay, where the I fucking hate everything.
Dude, all furries are nuts, but Bryan takes the cake.
This is actually kind of I mean, I'm gonna get atted over this, aren't I? I can already fucking tell.
Probably. Oh, actually, somebody brought it up in chat way earlier, and I forgot. They brought up Gregella Chan.
Oh yeah.
There was a person that was like hideous looking, by the way, who was like actually like into kids, by the way, like There's not even a debate on it. Like,
Okay.
it just was, right? And then was lying, like somehow lied to Bryan and convinced Bryan that reality wasn't reality, and tried to come into my server. Was coming in there accusing Lio of trying to rape him. And I'm like, that didn't happen. And he just went nuts. And I banned him from my server. And then I was accused of doing a gay op against Gregilla-chan by Bryan. And that was actually the final straw where I just lost my shit. It's like, you know what, Bryan? Like, fuck you, actually. Like, no. And he made like 2 or 3 videos going after me over this pedophile that was lying to him. And he would not admit to basic facts. And then he finally, like, I think by the 3rd video, was like finally convinced that he was retarded for defending this person. It wouldn't give anybody credit for convincing him of that. He was like, I knew all along.
Wait, what's the video called?
God, which one? The second one is called just look up Gregella in the search. There's like, I think 3. Greg, as I call it. Oh, okay. This is the thing. He's got like 15 YouTube accounts.
Hold on. Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be under yours?
Yeah, it's gonna be linked in the video the description. Yeah, and by the way, the song that I sent you was actually uploaded.
Wait, why is that one uploaded by what?
By his studio, the Roast Game Records.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Why is there a video link for Bryan is a virgin confirmed?
Oh, because the video is about how Bryan Mullins, I'm not even joking, considers Frodo Baggins a Sigma male because he doesn't have sex.
Let's have a
and
watch.
That's what men should do, is not have sex. Oh, by the way, this intro goes on forever.
Oh, they all fucking do. Celebrating 10th. How do you have 10? What the fuck is going on?
And he re-uploaded this.
Hello, everybody.
This is like a 2021 video that he re-uploaded.
It's so fucking painful.
Bryan Mullins the Fox, and for the final rant of 2021, it won't be as significant as all the others. This will be specifically about the concept of 1. Losing your virginity, 2. Being a virgin, and 3. Being an incel. Alright? Now let's address the first one damn near instantaneously. The idea or the myth that to no longer be a virgin by its own logic is to have sex with a woman, which is only a cultural idea not based on physical, sexual, or even mental or racial traits. That's why to be a Sigma male is just like being the main protagonist or a hobbit named Frodo from The Lord of the Rings, with his main goal being destroy the ring to save Middle-earth from the Dark Lord Sauron. Save the ring, spare the ring, says the others who want you to be married. Spare the ring, says the other people who believe in this absolute lie that to be a fulfilled alpha or sigma male is to get married, have sex, lose your virginity. If you actually believe that you should lose your virginity, get married, and then have sex, you're a beta and you're an absolute fucking loser. And honestly,
I'm gonna fucking rope myself during this. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. This is as far as I think I made it in the video. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't actually. Because he starts talking about incels. And it gets better. Like, he starts saying that, like, being an incel is good.
Marriage does not go well and you get a divorce within a few years, you low-key deserve it. It's gonna hurt like a bitch. You're gonna suffer the financial, mental, or even social consequences. But karma's a bitch. Everyone has to deal with her shit. Karma doesn't pick up after herself. She's a whore. And of course, you're gonna lose your virginity to karma anyways. It's because you're gonna fuck up. everybody fucks up. Frodo has goals in life, while others around him get married or seek women in their lives. Frodo is much more important in dominating himself before dominating others.
Dominating
And
others.
Oh, Gilded. I think he's got you. I think you're a fucking beta, mate.
Yeah.
How are you gonna come back from this one?
I have more kids. Name one of them Bryan. I win. And then I'll eat it for Christmas.
No, I don't mean masturbate, because first off, every Joe on the internet and in real life jags off every once in a while, and doesn't have to be Frodo fucking Baggins. And two, he doesn't have to suck himself off, because all he could do is
Suck
breathe.
himself
And
off.
that's better than sucking
Because
yourself
breathing is more important.
Breathing is more important.
He actually thinks, I'm not even kidding, he like if you heard that, if you go back and listen really carefully, he actually thinks people, like, guys suck themselves off. But I agree that breathing, you know,
It's more important.
better.
It's better. Yeah,
I agree.
and doesn't have to be Frodo fucking Baggins. And two, he doesn't have to suck himself off, because all he could do is breathe. And that's better than sucking yourself off. And it's far better than getting yourself an STI or an HIV infection. Let's tackle the second one.
Fucking what?
From
being a virgin.
How do you get an STD from sucking yourself off? That's the real question.
Well, if you were a true Sigma, you wouldn't have to ask that question, Gilded.
I got AIDS from autofellatio.
Virgin does not mean that you are a loser in life necessarily, and it does not mean that you couldn't achieve the higher ups and these made up goals in life that people can just make fun of you for. Because if you can't with that, you can also do what you were born to do. Just live your life. You don't have to make $1 million. You don't have to marry a hot, sexy babe. You don't have to make children and create a family to be a successful man. All you have to do is dominate yourself before dominating others. Focus on yourself before focusing on others.
I can see people saying "and HIV" in the chat. Yes, we're being educated here. It's like sometimes you inject marijuana, or.
No, the problem, right? The problem was he says "and HIV, pregnant pause, infection." Yeah, that's the problem. Is that his speech patterns are just all over the place. The guy, look, this is the kind of guy that dyed his beard blue. Or was it red?
I don't know. I couldn't tell from the Facebook pictures. I couldn't fucking tell. By the way, his Facebook is public, and under Bryan Mullins, it's his content creator Facebook where he talks about dyeing his beard. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, like nothing about this guy. This guy like refuses to keep shit private. Like so, like in the not the 50-minute life story video, but like in the one that me and a friend of mine were reading on live stream, or actually he was mostly reading it. This guy like went through his entire life and
he does it in the 50.
town.
He does it in the 50-minute one as well.
Well, now he lives in Paris, Missouri. He lives in my state. But that's okay, because he's one of those assholes that lives north of the Missouri River, and therefore nobody cares.
This is a really specific hatred you have, Gilded. I feel like at some point...
This is very specific hatred that everybody south of the Missouri River has, okay?
Focus on accomplishing things you can do and being something that you are, being some person that you are, not being someone.
Okay, that's enough. I want to know. This is video 3 of him hating Gilded. I'm very interested. I don't know. Maybe he'll win me over. I've got an open mind. I'm an open-minded guy.
Buddy,
I am Bryan Mullins the Fox for the third and final installment to the series proving and verifying the innocence of Gregala-chan. But before I get to all of the spicy and paramount evidence that warranted this video's existence, I'll call some bullshit out when I see it. Now, Gilded Poo, Gallagher, Grimskull, Sir Adamantine, and others took it upon themselves to meme about, demean, and even disparage me and her.
You even disparaged him? Gilded. How could you?
Yeah.
You should look ashamed.
For committing the terrible crime of, quote-unquote, listening and verifying, not listen and believe.
Yeah, we accused
the
him
irony
of
behind
listening and believing.
I mean, it sounds like
he was.
Yeah, it sounds like he was. I don't know what to tell you.
Them memeing me with this false narrative that I just took what she said and believed it at face value, and every claim at that, is that, if I'm not mistaken, one of Lyo's and Ben Maz's alts were in Gilded Poo's or Oliver's server. I wonder why you went after me for supposedly listening and believing her, while you unironically listened and believed Lyo and Ben themselves against her or anyone else against her, such as Gallagher. The moral flaggot that made an entire community post bitching about how Gregala was supposedly spam.
I can't work out whether he thinks that that's the actual word or not.
No, I don't know, but he accused me, of all people, of moral flagging. Me.
You're a well-known concerned person. I found you pretty woke,
Yeah.
generally speaking.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Something female empowerment, etc.
Well done, I'm proud of you.
Penis and balls in their server, and that inevitably becoming the reason why he jailed her, when those screenshots are faked for content. And I know they're faked, because even if they were real, she's just trolling you. But what do I know? Gilded Poo and Gallagher have a shady past of spamming worse than just text alone. So I'll just dismiss Gallagher's moral posting about it. Miscommunication happens sometimes. Victims can get their own stories wrong, misremember some...
Sorry, say that again?
Gallagher is the friend of mine, because he's referring mostly to the live stream at this point in the video.
Right, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Important details and even lie about some aspects of it, but it is paramount that you check up with them. That way you can correct them and correct the story for the victim. That's not proof of me listening and believing. That's proof that only when miscommunication like this, I can double check them and do all the research myself, so we're not falling for each other's mistakes like you people claim or insist that we are. Take, for example, Gilded Poo, his Cope stream with Gallagher, and his unfunny Skyrim meme, implying that I'm an incel.
Oh,
and
my
other
Skyrim meme. Oh, you want to see the meme?
Yeah, show me the meme.
Hold on. I hate Skyrim, but it was perfect.
Oh, I'm gonna turn my camera off as well.
No, it's YouTube safe.
Oh, no, I think I'm just dropping a few frames.
Oh.
Yeah, show me your Skyrim meme. I'm
Sent.
Okay, hold on a sec. Where are you?
Stop talking to vaginas.
Wait, he got mad about this?
Yeah, because he actually said, like, so we had an argument, or I had the stream, and then he or something like that, and he said he was trying to mock me because I said stop talking to vaginas in reference to Gregala-chan, because I thought Gregala-chan was female at the time. Turns out it's just a pedophile named Greg.
Awesome.
Yeah, and anyway, so he's like was mocking me, saying, you know, stop talking about vaginas, but the problem is people like my Discord just didn't care about the context because how he said it was just so funny.
Sorry, just a quick thing. People won't accept commissions from Bryan, so he gets all his art from AI. What's he done that now nobody will accept commissions from him? I'm kind of interested.
Art theft.
Art theft?
Yeah, he has actually straight up stolen other people's drawings for his PFP. And on top of that, he's nuts.
Okay. Now, you released a video today going over some of Bryan's arguments, the truth about child predators and how to actually get rid of them, long form commentary.
Yeah. Calling it long form commentary is insulting. It was literally just word salads and redundant statements.
Well, I listen, I haven't seen the whole of this video yet because I couldn't make it through it. But you have
47 minutes.
No.
I watched it 4 times.
Well, that's good because you can help me make sense of it. We're gonna break it down live.
No, I can't. Even I struggle with it. There are several times where I'm just like, I don't know what you just said.
It's fine.
Yeah.
He blames the government. He blames parents.
Yeah, Fimbot said you didn't like Skyrim, you didn't like Fallout 4, which both statements are absolutely true, and then asks if Daggerfall is the best Elder Scrolls. Yes. Talk about me showing my age. That's showing my age right there.
I think the best Elder Scrolls is Oblivion.
What? Fucking why?
To annoy you. Fuck. Okay, you ready? You good? You prepped? You got a cigarette? I'll have a cigarette too. Okay, we'll do this. We're gonna live review Bryan's arguments.
Definitely be separated.
Okay.
Hello everybody, I am Bryan Mullins the Fox, ready to prepare you with what's to come. So, this will be a long commentary where I do research on a topic I've never touched upon before. This will definitely be separated into chapters. Let's get to the chapters. Number 1, Introduction, which we're already in. Chapter 2, How Desensitization is the Cure. Chapter 3, The Problem with the Bullet as a Supposed Cure. Chapter 4, The Difference Between Pedophilia and Crimes Against Children. Number 5, The Truth About Parenting When It Comes to Protection Against Predators. Chapter 6, Banning Child Porn Makes It More...
Huh? Say that again.
It's all downhill from here.
Not exactly a high point at the moment, is it?
No, this is the high point of the video, actually. Like, it's actually, this is the best part. After this, it just goes into shit.
Lethal and dangerous. Chapter 7, Legalizing all porn is the one solution that renders pedo hunters and even parents useless. Chapter 8, Why arguing that we should kill all pedos is harmful and futile. Chapter 9, Rant segment. And finally, Chapter 10, Finale/conclusion. Now, let me explain to you how desensitization, in only this specific context, is a good thing and the cure to all things pedo and predator. I'm anti-pedo, and I am disappointed in the generic-ass response to how they see pedos and predators. They would rather idolize a murderer than ever for the life of themselves let a pedophile/predator jerk it to less harmful CP, get desensitized to it themselves.
I want this motherfucker to join Twitch politics. I want this motherfucker in Twitch politics debating. I take everything I've previously said back. I think it would be fucking... I want this... Okay, listen. I know that some people who watch me also watch food shops. Now, this video is out there. Please get food shops to watch this. I would be fascinated in their opinions.
Well, here's the crazy thing, by the way. In my video, my first video on him, I explicitly state that I don't want him to DFE. I want him to succeed and ask to all of my subscribers to, subscribe to his channels. I want him to get more and more successful, more people to watch him. I want to see him on Destiny one day. That's my dream for.
Could you imagine how good that would be? That'd be incredible, actually.
It would be beautiful.
Okay, that might have broken everything, but I think it fixed everything.
Hey, I think I'm back. I think everything's fine. I needed to do something, and I think it's worked. I think it's fine now. I think it's good. I think we're good. Okay.
To where even they don't hurt children or even want to come near children and find themselves more comfortable with getting help, therapy, and a great assurance that they will never need to do any of that either ever again or never once in the first place. The truth is, it was never about getting rid of pedophiles and predators. It's about how to prevent them from being monsters to begin with and how to properly treat them, so it's more useful than just therapy alone. It's about parents being responsible enough on not just how to raise them, but not to be such lazy deadbeats, having to rely.
Okay, so I'm going to say two things in preface to this. Firstly, I've heard this argument before, and for a brief time, I saw its utility. In some ways, I still, do. I think the idea of creating a situation where pedophiles can go and be like, fucking turn themselves over to, psychiatric care can have advantages. I think the fact that those situations do kind of exist and nobody seems to be utilizing them is telling. But
they're few and far between, though. But yeah.
Yeah, but
it is safer to say it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's one of those where I think my biggest hesitation comes at just seeing what unfolded during the mid-2010s with people like Amos Yee, who Maya brought up in Gilded chat. Amos Yee was around doing this what they refer to as MAPS, minor attracted people. They wanted to be part of the LGBT. It was a whole fucking thing. No, fuck off. Actually, fuck off. Because by and large, it seems like the people who are doing this turn out to, I know this will shock many of you, want to be around kids. Shocking. So, I know, can't believe it. So, yeah, fuck that shit. What does interest me about these arguments is it does feel like a rehashing. Whenever anyone makes these arguments, it turns out to be really sus. Secondly, after everything I've seen out of Bryan, I do not trust Bryan around other human beings, let alone children. I gotta be honest. I think he'd eat them. Give him half the fucking chance. So, yeah, those are my prefaces for this. Look at the people making the arguments. Would be my thought process.
On police and government to do the rest for them. It's not about stigmatizing mental illness like everyone on the internet really seems to do or want to do. And to be honest, I am part of the problem. And you wonder why people are starting to say that pedophilia isn't a fetish. And you wonder why people are gradually considering that pedophilia isn't a mental illness. Because they want to run away from emotion. They want to run away from being responsible enough parents and influences on children and society altogether. They want to run the fuck away from being the reason why pedophiles shouldn't be near your children. Desensitization is the cure because not all sexual predators are child predators, but those that are don't need to be exploited by the government, law enforcement, or even predator hunters in general by giving them what they want by...
Why does he keep going on about government and law enforcement?
I don't know. He goes on further to state that the law has enabled parents to be lazy and not teach their kids about, the dangers of sick fucks. I don't know why he said that, but he also says that the government is exploiting more children than pedophiles are. Neither of these statements have any sources or anything. He just kind of throws them out there.
Baiting them to pretend that they can come near children, or minors, or young adults pretending to be minors or children, only for them to know that the more porn they watch, the more desensitized they are. And the more desensitized they are, it's dramatically less and less likely that they need to even exploit or hurt actual children / minors to get the same satisfaction that's disgusting and depraved that jacking up to CP gave them, or would give to anybody in the first place. What if I told you that the government sexually exploits far more children than a child predator ever could? We rely on the government to do the rest of our job for them when it comes to protecting our children from these very predators. How come it's only a bad thing that predators exploit children, but not bad when the government or law enforcement, the ones we trust to protect and serve, exploit children themselves? How come it's only...
Who's saying this? What arguments are these? I don't...
What have you given me here? Why?
But here's the problem, okay? Bryan is the kind of guy that sits down on the toilet and he puts his noggin to a jog and just thinks, and whatever makes sense in his brain in the moment, just he regurgitates it on video. That's it. That's what he does. He doesn't ever. If you're what you're seeing in Bryan is, how do I put this? He's retarded, and you're seeing how a retarded brain works in real time.
This is
Only a bad thing when predators do it, but also not when parents do it. How come we only care to weaponize stigmatization and child porn being illegal against those who consume it, pedophiles and predators, but no one the fuck else, even children/minors themselves, even if it means the fake-ass porn not even hurting them? Because if and when we humanize pedophiles...
Oh yeah, this will come up later. He's referring to like fake-ass porn. I'm still not clear what he means by this.
I know I know what he's saying. Like, the problem is he just words it bad, but what he's trying to... Okay, so there's an argument, actually, it's used by pedo hunters now, right? Such as Lio, where they refuse to refer to CP as as child porn, because instead they call it like child sexual exploitation material.
Right, okay.
Which is way more autistic. And they want to refer to it as that because they don't want to give the material too much credit by calling it porn. It's a very pedantic and useless distinction that nobody cares about. And the thing is that it's trying to state or argue that porn is fake, as in like it's fiction, where or that it's depicting, you know, positive sexual acts or something, but then while making the argument that child porn is not like porn, it's just recordings of illegal acts. I would make the argument that if it's sexual in nature, I don't care if it was a book or a picture or a video, it doesn't matter. If it's sexual, if it's depicting sex, it is porn. That's what porn means. It's an umbrella term. Whether it's real or fake, whether there's orgasms or not, that distinction made by Bryan, it doesn't matter.
Wait, what?
The fact is, yeah, he does make that distinction. He says like partially that it's not real porn if there's no orgasm.
Oh, he's a connoisseur of degeneracy. It's fantastic.
I don't know.
Okay, fucking moving on.
/predators, we understand what their problem is in a more humane way. Because
what is this background? What is going on behind this motherfucker? I don't understand. What?
Don't worry, it changes like a billion times throughout the video.
Why?
Desensitize and destigmatize humans with a fetish, and a fetish of that with...
Bryan, I'm gonna do you a favor, actually. Do you know what? Fuck it. You, for some reason, haven't worked out how to cut your picture out and just have like a transparent background. There are like a ton of fucking programs that will do this for you online. Please go and find one and just do something. I don't understand how you have been making content for 5 years and not figured this out. I'm gonna fucking wrote myself.
With a self-contradictory desire.
It's a little thing.
It's just it in a much
very annoying,
easier, non-abusive way. These monsters are no less human than you and me. They're not even any less human than we are. As a society, we would get rid of these pedo rings.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I just don't know.
They are no less human than society. Wait, what?
Yeah, by the way, sorry I hadn't been saying much for a second there. I had just discovered that my Lio video apparently was flagged over a song, like, and then it said partially blocked, and then when I looked up what they meant, it's only blocked in Russia. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
You're fine. You're fine. Listen, I know that you're very excited to get your live video out on the 20th. It's gonna be really good. I'm excited for you, buddy. Okay, it's finally time. Finally, the end times.
/ predator circles without having to rely on the FBI, CIA, or law enforcement to bust them down. Porn in general has an inverse effect when it comes to rape rates in general, so it's not just in this sort of sector of porn. It's any porn in general. If we...
Wait, what? I'm just gonna...
See, that's the thing, too, in the video that he fucks up, is he keeps using porn indistinguishably. So... he will use the word child porn to mean fake child porn, and to like what he calls fake child porn, and to refer to what everybody else is referring to when they say child porn. He makes it really confusing. You can...
Okay, what the fuck is fake child porn though? Like, so fake child porn is...
He's trying to say it's just recordings of illegal acts, as opposed to like what opposed to
and his
videos made by like a porn company.
But how can he be for like legalizing what he'd refer to as child porn when that would still include the rape of children?
He goes back and forth. He'll say like, I legalize the child porn, that he says the non-dangerous kind, or or he'll say the fake kind. Like, he keeps going back and forth all over the place. He's not very consistent on what he's defining here.
This is horrifying. This isn't even the Vosh kind of legalized cartoon child porn argument. This is the full on.
He does bring that up too, by the way. He says that he does straight up say that like that shit should be legal. Like, he does specify that at some point in the video.
Oh, good. I'm pleased. I'm happy for him. Fucking kill me.
So it's not just in this sort of...
He's great.
Yeah, Listen, plenty of people seem to know about this guy. How hasn't he broken to wider fucking knowledge?
Okay, so here's why. I can tell you exactly why. Because Lio Convoy did a stream on him and fucked it up. The stream sucked. It did not go into any depth of any kind. It was all surface level fucking garbage. And the only reason Lio did that stream, and I know that you might find this shocking, was because fucking Bryan was making fun of the Jordan adoption thing. And that was the only reason Lio made the stream, and it shows.
I feel like we've gone pretty in depth. I feel like
you have done more in 30 minutes than Lio did in 3 hours. Lio, like, I don't know how Lio ever got any subs. He doesn't ever go into depth on anything. He just sits there and moral posts for hours.
I fucking hate this place.
Sector of porn. It's any porn in general. If we would decriminalize all porn, including CP, and not the dangerous type of it, the predators and pedophiles wouldn't feel like they're taking a risk or making a business out of it illegally, and hence they would be less likely to want to come near your children in general. Prohibition of anything, let alone this kind of shitty material, doesn't work, because it only makes people want to do it more, and they would even need to create these rings because of it. Prohibition of alcohol created the mafias of the 20th century. The gradual prohibition of child porn created more and more of these rings of absolute monsters since 1977. And they want more of this because it's the only reason they would...
So, this is something I think I successfully destroyed in my video. This idea of comparing drugs and alcohol to child porn. I think those two things are objectively incomparable. Like the drugs and alcohol are a product that you're buying that doesn't have any like baggage attached to it other than maybe an overdose or whatever, right? Or bad stigmatization or whatever, right? Whereas whenever you're buying child porn, you're like assisting in in not only the creation but the celebration and the normalization of that porn. Like that's how BDSM porn, by the way, became like vanilla, is because of the amount of people that were buying it and being into it, right? If the same thing happened to that, like if society at large could start viewing BDSM porn as not of the devil, which is what they used to. Like when I was a kid, like if you were into BDSM, there was something wrong with you, right? And now, like, every psychotic bitch on the planet wants to be fucking choked during sex. It's like vanilla as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, and that shit doesn't happen except in the porn sphere. And so if you applied what happened with BDSM to what would happen hypothetically with child porn, well, that's different. Like, it's just different than it would be with alcohol and drugs.
Okay, so there's also a core difference with things like alcohol and drugs in the kind of, what's a good way to put this? The way those prohibitions came about was very specifically attached to kind of social stigma at the time, but previous social normalizations. Like, one of the major reasons for like alcohol prohibition was everyone was fucking hammered in America. That's why you left the empire and why you now suck. Okay, like, just to be clear. But you can see.
I think alcoholism is what makes America great.
Certainly what makes it tolerable. Now, but fucking hate it. But we can see that prohibitions in many specific places of other items are really successful. Prohibitions on firearms in places like Britain, Europe, and Australia have been really successful, at least to control within Europe. Like, you can see that certain things we've actually managed to stigmatize down. Smoking's one of these things, not with full prohibition, but with like long-term campaigns. People smoke less. Like, that is a net public health positive. It's shitty. Smoking's amazing. Shut the fuck up. But you know, these things can work. Prohibition is like a hard stop. Thing with drugs as well is it's a really easy thing to attach criminality to. This is the same thing in the general sex trade. But with something like fucking child pornography, no, that's not how this works, because you're talking about a tiny fucking subsect of the population that even have the slightest interest in that, whereas most people want to get fucking hammered. Like, most people want to numb the fucking pain of existence. These are majorly different things.
Yeah, they want it. But the thing is, too, though, is the worst case scenario is you would be normalizing it for the normies who just, like, wouldn't be into it. They just wouldn't care about the warning signs of other people being into it. And then we'd end up being Japan. Because that's what it's like there. Fun fact, Japan is a degenerate hellscape.
Do you know Japan has the highest rate of affairs anywhere in the world?
Yeah, did you know that Japan sells child porn in shops on the street?
I'm going to need a source citation for that.
Oh yeah, I can.
Actually, no. Actually, I take that back. No, I don't. I don't want to fucking know. I don't want to know. I take everything back. Shut the fuck up, lads. I don't want to fucking know. Do you know what? For a second, I went debate, bro. I was like, oh no, I want to know. And do you know what? Actually, I'm going to treasure my ignorance. I'm going to treasure it and enjoy it.
Trouble I did to get that source. This is how proud I am, and this has to do with your shitty fucking your shitty journalism. Okay, your country's shitty journalism. BBC did an entire investigative report on Japan and this issue, right? Which is based. BBC did something based. Whoa. They sent a woman who, by the way, is hot and actually a damn good investigative reporter, actually. Like, better than most American ones. I'll give her that much. And anyway, but I went on their website to try and find the video because all I could find was clips. And it was locked, like region locked. So I had to actually, like, buy a VPN, switch my shit to London, all right, then make an account saying I was in London on the BBC's website just to access the video, and I couldn't even download it or anything. I had to play it on the screen and record it with OBS, the whole 1 hour video, and then re-upload it on Rumble because, you know, BBC likes to copyright strike shit. And yeah, like, it went through a lot of effort, and they show in real time, like, these Japanese shops using Lolicon as like, you know how, like, you go to a bookstore and they have, like, these little things that come up talking about, like, which genre it is. I can't remember, there's a term for this. They did that, but with Lolicon to tell you, you know, which child porn is on the shelf.
I fucking listen.
Yeah, like, this was legal.
1 nuke wasn't enough. 2 wasn't enough. Apparently Iran's attacking Israel, though, so, you know, we'll see what happens after World War III.
America has a really bad habit of not finishing the job.
Also, Britain is the capital of acid attacks, arson, murders, and stabbings. It's not so good that you got rid of firearms just saying, look, we used to be a country. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Would have any use for any lazy parent at all. Predator hunters practically use themselves as a self-suppository against this very idea. What's the point of being a predator hunter when even trying to get rid of them seems more predatory? Going after a predator and ruining their life is no less predatory than a predator molesting a child/minor. The problem isn't that if we desensitize ourselves to this porn and legalize it all, that it would make themselves more dangerous. If anything, the opposite is true. Now, it's that the more they're desensitized to non-dangerous CP, the type of porn that isn't dangerous, and the type of porn that's fake, the less likely we would need to worry about protecting our own children, or at least how it's treated, in this case for which the actual problem is not that consuming CP at all makes you an automatic threat to children. It's what you've done in your criminal past towards children that do. Because the truth is, it's addiction to more and more dangerous forms of child porn that's the problem. Not that they have any CP at all, even the type that's not
See
dangerous
what I mean?
and won't hurt children.
He uses the term child porn interchangeably, like too much. He'll say like he'll say dangerous child porn and then
Look,
non-dangerous.
I'm gonna level with you. I don't think that matters. I don't think it matters. I think this whole argument is just fucking completely insane.
That argument, like the reason it matters to me is it shows his inherent inconsistency and that he doesn't have his own shit figured out when he made the video.
Well, I mean, I think that's probably pretty fucking obvious. Somebody said earlier it's the confidence with which he speaks, and yeah, this is. Fucking, you are down a rabbit hole. Holy shit.
The more they are kept away from the most dangerous part of it, the more that kids can keep their innocence and keep predators at bay, because parents at that point have given themselves a better opportunity to raise kids not to be compliant, not to be obedient, but to make mistakes so that they don't have to even remotely worry about making them again. And other people who are anti-pedo in general that would ever have to boil this shit down only to make non-arguments against the legalization of all porn means that when parents get lazier and lazier, and this kind of porn remains somehow illegal, even when consenting minors don't matter, pedophile rings are allowed to exist by default, for the sake of it. There is a...
For the sake of it. I feel like I'm having an aneurysm. What does he mean by they exist by default for the sake of it? I don't understand.
I don't know. To be very clear, okay, Bryan, this is the worst Bryan video that Bryan ever made. This is actually the worst one. He's made a lot of bad videos. This is the worst video. I wasn't planning on talking about him ever again. Okay? And then he made this video, and it was just, look. I couldn't help it.
What's going on?
The reason why pedophiles in certain circles are allowed to molest children until it's seemingly convenient not to anymore. Only because they got caught, like priests, shepherds, and other people that get high praise when nobody knows or suspects what they're doing.
Shepherds? Wait, what? Is that like a better...
Yeah, no, shepherd. He's using like a very like autistic phrasing for just priests. That's welcome to Protestants in America. They call themselves shit like that. They'll call themselves like shepherds, anything other than priest or preacher. What's the other one? There's another one that I really pastor. There's another cringe term that a lot of these Protestants say. I hate Protestants.
Don't worry. I'm Irish Catholic. That's fine. I share your pain.
To their own children.
You're not Orthodox, so you're gay.
Because they don't care. It's not the wolf just looking for its prey that we need to be worried about at all. It's the shepherd they fawn over so highly. They may wax poetical about how they feel sorry for them, and how if we didn't have all this child...
What do the comments say? Get ready for some comments, people. That's from him.
Yeah,
That's from him.
Yeah, he gets rid of... He also likes and hearts all of his comments, by the way. But he's very shameless about it. But yeah, he deleted all the comments, by the way. So my server kind of rated his comment section, rated his server, you know. Actually, I was
can't believe
on
you do
your
something like that.
stream.
Strong. Yeah.
I was on your stream while this was happening. I can visually prove to everybody that I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were here. You were here. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, this is fucking actually unhinged. I'd say I didn't make it.
5 people rate him.
Well, that's fucking. Jesus Christ. I didn't make it through this video. This is fucking actual insanity. I had a comment, but it got removed. Yeah.
There's a reason why my brain, as you watch my video, like progressively gets, very much lighter. But yeah, and actually, he made a response to me, by the way, in the comments. He said that well, we'll get into that. Yeah, we'll wait until he brings it up.
And pedophile rings that this wouldn't happen, stigmatizing mental illness and believing the myth that people with mental illness are more likely to commit crime or be violent, as opposed to the parents actually being the ones to blame. The reason why they don't care, I'm talking about the parents, is that they assume that since child porn's illegal in general, that it makes their job of having to protect their children less dangerous, when the complete opposite is true. It's the parents' fault that their kids are being groomed, diddled, raped, or in the rarest case ever, murdered after being raped. It's because parents are lazy as shit. And if there's any cure for it, I know what isn't. And we're about to get into it.
You contribute nothing to society.
Yeah, we'll get past the bits that are gonna get me.
This guy, unironically, by the way, said that Lio Convoy was going to murder suicide Jordan.
Oh fuck yeah! I saw that in your video. Holy shit! What video was that from?
That was, oh god, fuck. Because he also said that Kumo was going to try and adopt Jordan. Jordan's older than Kumo.
Yeah, I mean... Oh my fucking god.
I'm looking for it. Because that was the very first video he made where he started talking shit.
Oh, was that the... Oh, okay.
Here we go. I already found it. Yeah.
Nice. Link me.
Actually, give him credit. He does not delete videos. So... that I've seen, anyway. Thankfully, this one's short.
Yeah. Oh, that's a blessing. When you start watching something and you're like, we're gonna need intermissions in the content for other content because holy fucking shit.
Hi everybody, I am Bryan.
I'm gonna straight up be like, why is your persona so jacked? Why? It is worrying levels of jacked.
Oh, well, just wait until you see actually, you already saw it and didn't probably notice, but the My Little Pony persona version.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Jesus fucking Christ.
Mullins the Fox for a Drama Archive exclusive rant video. It would have been an unscripted rant, but I couldn't be fucked enough to get all my thoughts together all at once without a script because so much is happening right now. So, let me get this straight. Lio, after so many years of basically using Jordan as bait to get after predators, and as a bragging right for how he supposedly quote-unquote cares about Vita's victims, or at least one of them, now disowns him simply because Jordan himself doesn't like Lio, and how he behaves on the internet. His wife does not at all like his internet antics as well. He doesn't like...
Confirmed, this was 3 months ago. The person who brought up Lio's wife is actually Bryan. And Lio is unfairly attacking Kumo and Akumo. He should be attacking Bryan. God, Lio.
I mean, Bryan was actually the very first one to publicly start talking about his wife. That is true.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, Bryan was the first one to start talking about Lio's wife way before Kumo. But Kumo was the first one to put a woman that Lio claims is his wife in a video.
Okay.
Like a picture.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like This is the fucked up part, right? So Kumo puts that picture in one of his videos, right? Not saying who it is, not confirming who it is, not saying anything about who it is, right, at all. Not acknowledging any comments inquiring about who it is, right? And then Lyle just shows up the next day. They posted a picture of my wife. You know, nobody would have known that had you shut the fuck up. You know? Nobody would have said anything. Dumbass.
Like how Lyle spends all his time being in his office on the internet, or pretty much all, playing internet tough guy while he pertains to his predator hunter hobby. Lyle, for the sake of foreshadowing in some future events, is the prime example of what will be the apotheosis of this pipeline, known as the pedo hunter to sex worker pipeline. I'm currently running a YouTube series about. You can't be a real predator hunter online and not work with police. You can't be a real predator hunter yourself while letting better resources like the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, some law enforcement...
Brian, you've just done an entire 40-minute video about how law enforcement is irrelevant because you need to legalize child porn. What are you talking about?
Enforcement and private detectives do all the legwork for you at the same
Leaves my
time.
mind.
Either you're useless because you're not doing the work yourself, or you can't have it be content yourself because you technically weren't involved and have it be real, so that none of those resources would have to be involved. You can't have it both ways, dipshit. You can't be a predator hunter and not a police officer or a private detective either. Either you yourself aren't a real resource for real grooming victims, or you would have to have anyone fake their own grooming and fake their own sexual predator case so that you can fake all of this for content in return. You can't have it both ways, retard. You can't be a real resource and a faker/fraud. And by the way, Gilded Poo or Kumo, you better not.
Okay. Hopefully Kumu or Gilded Poo wasn't asked to do the whole adults adopting adults thing themselves, or that will be terrible optics. Herp-de-derp. Here, let me try to do the same thing that Lyo did to Jordan and expect a different result. I'm not saying that's happening, it better not. By the way, I'm going to make an unscripted rant video about the Jordan situation sometime soon. Fucking what?
Use this
He just
opportunity
came up with
to...
this in his schizo brain. One day, out of nowhere.
He just wrote some fucking fan fiction about you and was like, and then went off and fucking ran about it. Amazing.
Use this as a situation to get at Lyle with the adult adopting adult situation where you do it despite Lyle, where either one of you as Jordan absconds himself from Lyle's house, adopt him because it would be insanely hypocritical, especially for Gilded Poo when he has a wife and kids himself. Because if you do, I will call you out. I will go full scorched earth. And I'm not doing this to be a peaceable man.
Fuck, I've realized what his voice patterns remind me of.
AIDS. He sounds like an AI. Like, that's actually the fucked up thing. Oh, God, we're going back into... Oh, man.
Do you join the Unity? Die here.
Join.
Oh, fuck.
This is what he sounds like.
Oh,
yeah.
Please, what sort of plan might that be? You might be telling the...
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong, guys.
Yeah,
this is exactly...
My
patience
is almost at an end with you. Will you join the Unity or not?
Join.
Not.
I'm doing this to be honest and consistent with myself. And if Gilded Poo somehow turns out to have done this for that very reason, that would just be ironic for him to do that and hypocritical. Regardless of your wife and kids, for all the time you said you don't give a fuck about the victims, that you hate pedo hunters because you don't care, and that it doesn't matter to you. And once this turns out to be true, I'm not hoping that it does. It will bite you in the ass, Gilded Poo. And I don't know exactly
You're on fucking
how
notice,
much of Jordan's
buddy.
blood would be on either one of your hands outside of Lyos
Wait
if
till
the
the
worst
very
case
end
scenario
of it.
does happen. I'm just
Wait.
scared right now. I'm just scared at the optics behind all of this. I'm just so fucking scared that none of you would do anything to surmount to a goddamn thing as to how much you're gonna be able to care enough and help. Hopefully things will turn out great and Jordan will somehow survive without Lyos influence. But I don't know. You never know. I'm Bryan Mullins the Fox, signing the fuck out. See you in the next video.
Oh my fucking god. This is... Oh my fucking god, this guy.
Police swear to God, I'm not simping for a child. And he wrote Gilded Poo be like, they're like, wait, who the fuck is the child? Like, Jordan is like 22 or something like that? Like, what?
Yeah, Jordan's always been an adult. Well, not always,
Yeah,
but...
and also, she, like, Jordan, like, physically walked out of his mother's vagina.
Fully formed.
Yeah, fully formed, 5'3" or whatever the fuck, you know.
Why is
Just walked right out of the Batcave.
Why is the full documentary reversed?
He's obsessed with that.
I want to see the full documentary.
Yeah. Which one?
I hate you. Let's go full. Mistress Emilio story? What the fuck is this? This is 5 hours long.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have to watch some of it. Okay, we have to get past the beginning bit.
Beef. Plain and simple.
What
How
the
it
fuck?
comports to
Is
reality.
that glitching for me or just or for everybody?
No,
or
he's
just
put it
me?
through a VHS filter.
Oh, he did a terrible job of that.
Celebrating 3 years of excellence.
The Roast Game. 4 long years of expanding the understanding of the phenomenon at hand. From the calories of each serving to the death of each child. From the psychological will tester hypothetical to the roast game theory. From the little corpse of a boy or girl to the holiday dinner table. From contradictory Christmas consumption statistics to a contradictory empirical reality of a traditional Christian Christmas dinner.
Oh yeah, that
I'm
was
Bryan
it. I just
Mullins.
remembered. Okay, so what it was is he said that there was an inconsistency in the amount of people purchasing like regular roasted meats, like roasted hams and turkeys and shit.
Okay.
Compared to, there was an inconsistency in the amount of people buying it compared to the amount that was being produced. He was basically suggesting that more people were eating it than what was being produced, which actually isn't that unusual if you think about it. But you see, Bryan here thinks that was very unusual and is so inconsistent that there's only one explanation. They were eating the butts of their children.
Okay, I actually can't do the fucking pedo argument thing. I can't do it, Gilded. It's too hard. It's too insane. And I hate it too much. Do you know what, Bryan? I've been defeated. I've been defeated, Bryan. You've beaten me. You've beaten me. And as a reward for beating me, we're going to watch some of your roasted video and we're going to watch... And then we're going to watch some of your life story. That's what we're going to do for the rest of the stream, okay? Your reward for beating me is I'm going to torture Gilded Poo for you. We're all on the same page now.
Oh, I guarantee you he's watching, by the way.
The Fox. Welcome to The Roast Game, a final look.
Spoiler, it was never the final look.
Yeah, this is 2 years ago. We're still making videos on it, Bryan. Hey, Bryan in chat!
Hello there. When it comes to the roast game, since the first debate on debate.org, which was on October 20th, 2017, it has been 4 long and stressful years to now officially gather up all the information and all the factors to fill in the gap for those who don't know about it or who don't fully put this into perspective yet. Let's start out with the history of studying calories, shall we? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the nitty-gritty. It began after almost or nearly 24 hours of painstaking research using this table graph on a somewhat serious, somewhat satirical wikia, I started back in 2017, with the original roast game being the most serious out of it all. Yes, this table included, which no longer exists because Wikia is such an unreliable piece of shit SJW safe space. And no...
True!
We'd all know about the children being eaten if it wasn't for the fucking SJWs.
Yeah, that touched my little meme lord brain for a second there. I blasted in the past for a second.
Yeah, die.
Objective information that's more valuable than nostalgia bait is allowed there. On September 28th, 2018, I posted a video on my old ranting channel proving that the calories added up for children, unlike ham, turkey, beef, and chicken. Let's go deeper into what I've done. I've used this table called the roast game as an original concept. I used this table to fact check to see if these other meat choices met the amount of calories to then add up to the amount that a family consumes, not just hypothetically, but realistically. Which is kind of fascinating that the roast game as a topic of discussion began with the psychological will tester hypothetical. The table demonstrates that hypothetically, if each meat choice alone, instead of with sides, don't fill up a family of 12, then with these sides, they did not consume these meat choices. 4 of them to be exact. Ham, turkey, chicken, and roast beef. Plain and simple. How it comports to reality is something of a marvel.
I'm sorry. I just want to be really clear about what the claim of the roast game is. That for a period of what, till like 8 years?
It was no 20.
20 years. But I saw in his previous videos he said between 1998 and 2016. Yeah, 20 years. Yeah, okay. So 18 years.
Well, no, he changes the numbers. So he actually says from 1998, he did say 2016, later says 2017, and now it's 2018. So
Okay.
He has changed the end date. So, but yes, it is between 18 and 20 years.
So for 20 years, the claim is that globally, for Christmas dinner, parents and adults were slaughtering children to eat them in their homes, and this is something that nobody is aware of, has ever heard of, and is some weird massive government conspiracy, or
yeah, in fact, he says that it was they went out of their way to they went so out of their way to try and hide it that they just threw the baby carcasses in the lawn. How they hid it was by not hiding it at all. He actually says this in another video.
Bryan, you were alive during this period. What are you fucking talking about?
He was the last one. He was a survivor.
So wait, does that mean that his butt's been replaced?
No, it was just that apparently he was lucky and he didn't get his butt eaten. He was one of the. He wasn't the last one to receive it. He was the last one to witness the roast game and survive.
Okay, sure, whatever.
What you could do, you could invite him on stream. Actually, you know what? I never thought about that. You could interview him. He's in the chat.
He is in the chat. That is true.
If you want to do that, he might just end up yelling.
Do you know what? Fine. Fuck it. Bryan, do you want to come on? Do you want to come on and listen? If we're wrong, do you want to explain the fucking roast game to us? There you go. There's the link to the Discord. The link is in the chat. There's a massive delay because I had a load of shit happening. But that's a link. Gilded, you're still in my calling Discord, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he agrees. If he agrees. Well, sure, fuck it. What else are we meant to do? There is hours and hours of content from one guy talking about a massive government conspiracy to eat children. I'd like to hear more about it.
Yeah, he might have left actually. I wonder because he got called out because I said he's absolutely watching and he shows that he was watching.
He was watching, and then
he's there.
Oh no, he's there. I don't think I'll be able to, even though you're somehow wrong about some aspects. You exaggerated, but that's okay. Good night. What have I exaggerated?
Oh my God.
Okay, so I am right about some aspects. Do you know what? Fuck it. Cool.
I mean,
Bryan,
everything about the roast game, by the way, was clipped in my video. But not only that, a friend of mine did a video that went actually autistically in depth on the roast game, like hours and hours and hours, of spending going into Bryan videos to get an in-depth understanding of it to debunk it, just for the funsies.
Okay, what I'm gonna do
got more views than I did because of it.
I'm gonna dive into the roast game. I think that's future content that I might do, because now I'm interested, which is always a dangerous position for me to be in. That said, I am going to bring up something. Where is it? Just need to find it. Okay, it's this. I want to be forewarned. I want to be forewarned. So we're gonna watch a little bit more of the opening. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna jump ahead. We're gonna jump ahead. This looks interesting. Right, I can't read this. My eyesight's not terrible, but holy fuck.
He is surprised that you knew it too. The whole point of the game.
Chris and Huck. Oh, great, furry. Listen, Chris, you're arriving late, but this is a furry who recently released a video on how he hates child predators, and therefore people should legalize child porn, and has a long theory about how for 20 years between 1998 and 2018, parents ate children for Christmas dinner nationwide. I don't know. I don't know. And that's what we're at. That's where we're at. Evening, buddy. Poor Chris.
To get your point across, which is the idea that the family eats children as their Christmas roast. And you interview and prove your common knowing and realizing of the idea or tradition that families have. If they freak out, they already admitted it. It makes logical sense because when you ask a family member these questions, you get the sense that the family member is assuming that I don't know what they were eating, making excuses like guessing average roast meats.
It's a very
like ham,
obscure lockout.
This is fucking so bizarre.
Turkey or chicken. Then
oh wait, hold on. Actually, I need to show this to Chris. Well, where are we? 28 minutes. I need to show you the beginning of this. Okay, Chris. This motherfucker has an autobiography. He's in his early 20s on YouTube. The Bryan Mullins the Fox 1999 to present day story. Okay.
It got deleted by.
Chris is just like, if I call it's just slurs. Jesus fucking Christ. Hey, thank you for the 2. I'm calling the Brotherhood of Steel.
Wattpad themselves. I didn't delete that in shame, just to be clear. Still proving that I had nothing to hide. It was there the whole time until Wattpad removed it themselves. I'm known 2021 was still a new year, after 7 years. To go off on a short rant, I admit that I used to be a shameless degenerate, but I've changed ever since I started learning.
You better have downloaded these. He doesn't delete anything, Chris. He doesn't delete anything. He is proud of us. There's no way this person is real.
learning how the internet is and how people act in a way to try to put you down, cancel you, and just dismiss you for being cringe. There are some things that I will leave out for personal reasons. I have my own limits when it comes to giving shit out, but there are public schools
No, okay. He's not a troll. You're giving him mountains of credit, all right? Like, there's just no way. That is like calling Boogie a troll. Except imagine Boogie actually having an extra chromosome than he already has. One extra one than he already has. And then you have Bryan.
This is definitely not a fucking troll. This is very real. This is ground zero on what is possibly one of the weirdest fucking people I've actually ever seen online. Is this the white Bowser 2? Yes. Chris, he has videos set to premiere in 2025 on the roast game, the child eating thing, in 2025.
That I went to, not private, so it's not me doxing myself in this video. I will add clips from my 2021 vlog series known as The Adventurous Mischiefs in a Post-Detective World, and including a trailer of a documentary coming out this Thanksgiving that I will mention later in this video, alongside with my moving out story. Without further ado, let's begin. I was born on May 7th, 1999 at the Travis Air Force Base in Solano County, or Fairfield, California, in room 60 at 38 weeks gestation. I was the last of the 5 that my mother gave birth to. I'm not mentioning how exactly I was born.
He goes through every location he's ever lived in this.
Yep.
Just full... It's whole life story, Chris.
I was diagnosed with autism in 2001. I'm not going to mention what cartoon supposedly traumatized me or any misremember.
Also, I forgot this part. Chris, he wrote a fan fiction about him having sex with one of the dogs from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Bring of a song, an event, a movie,
By the way,
things
this
I
is
did.
His second autobiography. So the first one he actually did, he made this by the way, he made this sequel to his old one in response to me and a friend of mine mocking his old one. So this was like the re-release. The old one's way worse.
I can feel people in chat going, why is Beckett just literally streaming to Kristen Ark at this point? I want you to know. I want you to know, Chris.
Did that aren't noteworthy or memorable.
Chris, do you want to come into the call? Do you want to join, Chris?
That shit's irrelevant, but for all I know, it won't matter anyway to people. When it came to food, I was always repulsed, gagged, and even threw up at the thought of or when I tried to eat mashed potatoes. All of that because I somehow thought it had bones in it. I am more used to mashed potatoes now, but I wasn't back then. The same applied to peas, green beans, but I still don't like butter beans. I like my vegetables much more than I did as a kid. Me, my mom, my dad, and my sister lived in California, not for a couple of weeks, but for a couple of years.
Okay, we're going to go to the point where he starts talking about the effects that the roast game has had on him.
The mashed potatoes get to me every time.
Chris is like... Okay, so we're gonna go over...
Be talking about what the discussion about the topic of the roast game and researching it for long periods of time has done to me mentally, physically, and socially. Let's start off with mentally. It has changed me completely. I no longer use the internet as something to kid or fuck around with. I take the internet a whole lot more seriously than I did when I was an edgy 18-year-old. It traumatized me in a way at a certain extent where it was actually helpful. The fact that I used to believe that being a shitlord on the internet was fun, or if not edgy in any ways, sort of helped me become a...
Sorry, just screaming at the camera. This is enjoyable. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Much better individual and not just some sort of fucking retarded shitlord who's interested in Kekistani memes, Pepe the Frog, Donald Trump, etc. I used to be a real knob. I was a really big dick to trolls on the internet when I was even younger back in 2014. Yes, I was an internet shitlord that had his accounts deleted or taken down off of
Sure, you
Google
were very
7 or
effective,
so
Bryan.
years ago. How about that for some
He's a master. He's a master. We bow before him.
introspection? Now let's
Is he still in chat? Don't know. Bryan, are you still in chat?
move on to physically. Every fucking time I did these long research videos, which I will play in the roast game of Final Look when it premieres this December, like the ones proving that the calories add up, proving that the death toll adds up, etc. I chose...
Hey, Bryan, meet Chris the Narc. You'll get on. It'll be fine.
to sweat a lot. I chose to abstain from eating for long periods of time. I kind of just starved myself. So much to the point that once or twice during these long research periods that I almost passed out. I was so low on blood sugar that I had to really get myself something to eat. So I made myself some spaghetti and it was really good. It filled me right up. It was just a whole bowl of it. So my blood sugar has gone right back up.
The one time I liked spaghetti. It tasted
normal.
like intestines.
Oh, fucking hell.
So do you folks also remember that I made a rant video not too long ago, this April, in that one segment close to the end where I was complaining that I was getting chills down my spine, my legs, and even down to my ass. That I've worked so hard to put all of this into perspective for
fuck? Did
3.5
you do that, or
years,
he
if
did
not
that?
4, by the time the roast game of
Oh
Final
my
Look
God.
premieres this year. I really meant it. I was being literal. Sometimes nostalgic
That was
music
weird.
does that to me.
What was that? That's actually gonna haunt my dreams.
To me. When it gets to a certain chilling moment where you feel this euphoria going all the way through your body, euphoria that you're doing something right in this research, it gets to you. It really does.
Go away.
And then the rest was history. I believe that this kind of tactic is smart in and of itself. It's because it is somewhat strategic when you need to not just maintain your weight, but lose a little, gain a little. Keep your weight in moderation. Not that I have much fat in the first place.
You
I'm
weigh like
mostly muscular.
300 pounds, Bryan. He actually describes himself as skinny fat, by the way. All right? He's like 300 pounds. Actually, probably more. He has no neck. You have no neck. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm fat. He's a lard ass. There's a difference, okay?
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send this video to Chris the Narc.
I have just a tiny slab of fat, quite frankly. Now let's move on to socially, and this is the part where I get a little pissed off. Losing respect on the internet from some fake friends of mine was so easy to do that I still have real friends of mine on Discord, YouTube, and everywhere else. When I was a shit lord, talking shit, posting shit, being a shit poster was a sort of common thing for me to do. I've grown the fuck out of that. Fuck all that garbage nonsense. Forget all that fucking bullshit about shit posting memes about the BMI, the USSR, and somehow Direwolf being in a pink camouflage outfit. I've grown out of that nonsense years ago. And I've moved on
He had a pink camo outfit?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many words
He
I want to call
mentioned
him right now.
He mentions that pink is it was his favorite color for years, Vlad. If you knew the true Bryan lore, you'd know this. You'd fucking
Yeah,
amateur
I
out
did
over
not- I had no idea his favorite color was pink. Homo.
Sapien. There we go.
Spectacularly. And there's really nothing else I could say.
See, Vlad and I are such good friends. We finish each other's
Sentences.
Other than fuck
So
my
technically
shitlord
finishing
past,
words, but whatever.
long live the present, and prosper for the future. Here is the story of how the very old white and blue dysfunctional water heater had a huge meltdown and flooded my entire laundry room. This happened a few months after the old water heater.
What is that transition? He does this weird shit. Your storytelling, I don't know if it's bad or perfect. They go boing.
The circuit breaker to trip more than once, probably 3, 4, if not 5 times prior to its meltdown. My dad went to work back in 2019. When he did, a few hours later, when I was asleep, I noticed that I heard dripping. When I woke up, I heard lots of dripping. And then I noticed a good portion of the carpet around there is wet. And I walked into the laundry room. It was roughly an inch of that old water heater water just flooding. There were a few towels that were surrounding it. And I guess it did nothing to stop the leaking until maintenance came around and turned off the water in our fucking...
Hold on. Beckett of Crabs will be blocked after what he sent me today. Oh my fucking god.
No, you should hold on. If he's still like, you should show Chris the song.
Oh, I should show Chris the song. Hold on, Chris. Let me show you the song. Let me show you the song, Chris. Fuck. How did I fail?
Yeah, Bryan Mullins is an accomplished musician.
He is. He's incredible. This is Gilded's favorite song.
Yeah.
You're so fun, your blood's gonna taste like hot cherry wine. You're so fun, my blood's gonna taste like hot red wine. Girl, you're so fun, your blood's gonna taste like hot cherry wine. Girl, you're so fun, my blood's gonna taste like hot red wine. Don't you know that when there's smoke, oh baby, there is fire. But with this fire of crazy hot love, it's a sweet old-fashioned desire. I told you once, then I told you twice. I told you once again that making love feels nice. Boing.
This should be in every girl's TikTok.
Oh my god. Okay.
He made Christmas music, by the way. He did, he did a whole album.
I feel like Chris is like, I'm actually getting fucking angry.
Apartment, and for a month or so we had no running water, so every time we went to Walmart we had to get these gallons and gallons of water. It was at this point in 2019 that we couldn't be able to flush the toilet more than once for days. We were drinking water bottles still, but we had to rely on the giant water jugs that were about a gallon each to help flush our toilets.
That's not
to
giant.
help with
They were
Turn to him, he's skinny fat.
whatever the hell we need it for, such as washing our hands. Our maintenance man came back with an alternative, similar looking water heater that was still somewhat functional, and that was only there for a few more months, up until May/June, when we officially had our old water heater replaced with a new, much larger 40.
Who would do this? Who would like? Who makes this? This is the most. This is actually. I'm really not doing this to play up the content. This is one of the most fucking insane things I've ever seen someone do on the internet. It's completely fucking mental.
48-gallon water heater. It was a dark gray one instead of white and blue. After it was installed, the people who installed it sort of left a tiny hole or two in the wall, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. As long as we have a new water heater back then nothing really matters at this point. So far, we had that relatively new water heater for over 2 years now. So I guess it has another decade or so left of its life. Now, keep in mind, that wasn't the only maintenance issue we had in 2019, because a few months after that, we had issues with the bathtub faucet that couldn't release any water from the main spout. So my dad had to give his all to this thing, and when water finally came out, all he did was pull up the shower tab, and then the entire bathtub spout flew out. And then my dad had to walk out of the bathroom, walk his bare naked ass alongside with me while I had clothes on to shut off the water until this problem was solved. So just the morning after all this shit went
Somebody
down,
had clothes on.
Oh, I'm fucking dying.
the maintenance crew, just like the ones that helped install our new water heater the same year, a few months prior, helped replace our shower/bathtub faucet and temperature control. And now, after roughly 2 years after the fact, every time me or my
This was meant to be him talking about the fucking, like, roast game shit, by the way. I don't know what happened to that. Why is there a section?
Wait, I thought this was the life story. What?
Oh, was it? No. Okay, yeah. So the roast game bit is a part of the life story. He starts to talk about what it does to him psychologically. Started talking about spaghetti, and then didn't mention any of the social or physical stuff. And then it's just gone into this shit about the water heater. What the fuck is... Okay, what's this with the American flag?
We woke up eventually.
Missouri. That's Missouri.
That's Missouri? Oh,
that's
fucking...
the big state of the country. The best one. 100%.
Sure. Whatever makes you happy, buddy.
Got all our stuff out,
But only
left
the southern
that
part.
hotel room empty, and checked out. We would have gotten our breakfast at the hotel, but we chose McDonald's instead, not to mention that they didn't have breakfast open yet, so we didn't want to waste our time, so we drove all the way up to our new home. The first bit of work we did when it came to going to the house at all is for me to mow the backyard and my dad to mow the front yard. This became common almost every time we arrived here. It's going to be interesting as time goes by. This is the first day among many that I actively went to the library to watch YouTube videos, do some research, download videos, and all other things throughout the months of 2022. It was a nice stay at the Columbus Metropolitan Library in Dublin, Ohio. It kind of made me feel brand new in general. May 28th, 2022, we stayed at the second hotel in Missouri, the Super 8 in Hannibal. Of course, this was only for one night. This was after another day, but this time, my dad is the only one doing the lawn mowing. May 29th. We left the Super 8 hotel, did some more lawn mowing, then drove all the way back to Columbus, Ohio. Throughout the rest of the month of May 2022, we've been clearing out that apartment until the point where there was almost nothing left to take out or take with us in the living room, including separating and organizing clothes, leaving behind all the records I couldn't take with me or wanted. And the last day of the month of May 2022, May 31st, 2022. This was my last full day living and sleeping at that one-bedroom apartment I lived in for well over 4 years at that point. I slept on the slightly dilapidated blue recliner my dad kept for years before. And now we enter into June 2022. On June 1st, 2022, this is the first day I left that apartment behind for good. We stayed at that Hawthorne Inn in Columbus once for 2 days and 2 nights. It was a pleasant stay. June 4th, 2022. We left the Hawthorne Inn, taking our stuff with us as usual. I went to the library in Dublin, got picked up, and we booked a long-time reservation at the Norwood Inn in Worthington. Right after a little bit of a delay, we got in our first room at this hotel on the second floor. After we did so...
Can you imagine him having kids or grandkids, and then him just telling them a story about his life? Like, this is the most, like, it was like week by week by week of his existence. Like,
do you think he shows this shit to his parents?
I hope so.
This is fucking insanity. This is actual fucking insanity. I'm losing my mind. Holy fuck.
Oh, we went to a nearby Chinese buffet. I liked it, but my dad was kind of disappointed in that restaurant. I recorded my first rant video in a hotel room saying goodbye and shitting on the dead website known as debate.org as of June 6th, 2022. Now let's go to June 9th.
By the way, you know what he did on debate.org? By the way, you know what he did there?
Yeah? What?
He debated the roast game.
Of course he fucking did.
And he kept winning. Do you know how he kept winning?
No.
By saying such insane shit that they gave up. I'm not kidding. He recorded himself.
Where? Where is this bit? Where is it? Where is it? Find it. Find it now.
It's just so bad. And he was bragging like in the video. Hold on, let me find it. Oh my god.
Holy fuck. I think Chris has passed out. I think Chris has hit the point where he's just in a fucking like alcoholic coma. He's like, I'm not doing this anymore. Fuck you, Beckett. Oh, fuck me. Incredible. Just incredible.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the. I think I found it actually.
Okay. I am fucking. If we have Christery, what do we call this? I don't know. This is untapped. This is untapped. This is like. I'm here just listening. Like. Oh fuck. Oh, this is. It's giving me cancer. I'm amazed. Bryan may actually.
I sent you the wrong one.
You sent me the wrong
Sorry, hold on.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Take time. This is. I wasn't kidding. This is brain melting.
Okay, there it is.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Here is the overview of this debate. Me winning by 7 points, and the con winning by jack shit. First, let's read the rounds. Here's my first one. The roast game is pretty simple. First, ask any family member what is special about a holiday roast. The family member would have the tendency to guess assumptively, ham, turkey, beef. You say no
he farts
to the
in this,
family
by
member.
the way.
Then you ask them, who or what do you think is special? The family member says, I believe that children are special. You respond, so you eat children for a Christmas roast.
Oh, fuck
Somebody
it up.
asked how many videos I've watched of Bryan's. I would say it upwards of
This is
30 or 40 videos.
This is a playlist. We're gonna watch them.
The family member would freak out at you because he knew that the family ate children and he is surprised that you knew it too. The whole point of this game is to get your point across, which is the idea that the family eats children as their Christmas roast. And you interview and prove your common knowing and realizing of the idea or tradition that families have. If they freak out, they already admitted it. Here's my source. And here's the con's first argument.
I literally have no clue what this is supposed to be about. Nothing that the person who is pro-4 says posted makes any sense to me, nor the person who attempted to explain it to me. That's that. Oops.
Here is my second round. It does make sense, but you don't understand it.
It's a psychological will tester, testing their will to tell the truth. Like asking them what is special about a holiday roast, and them guessing as a response ham,
I cannot believe that this is fucking absolute. Perfect.
chicken, turkey, and beef.
Dude, I bet the people that voted
tell them
for him,
no,
because it's how the site worked,
because they don't realize the point you're trying to
did
get
it because
their
they thought it was a shit
because
post.
they think they can get away with eating children, but suddenly you ask them another question like, who or what do you think is special? Then they answer with this response, children. And believing that children are special, which you respond to that with, so you guys eat children as your Christmas roast, which gets them to freak out. This whole topic is about getting your whole point across, and at the same time proving the truth. And
you wrote this, Bryan.
With that long comment I made in the comment section below, I made my point clear, so vote for pro. Here's the con's last round.
You know what? This was a pointless, confusing, stupid debate, and I don't honestly care if I lose. There, I said it.
Now let's look at the comments. Starting all the way down to number
Wait,
11.
why does it have so? What the fuck?
All right. All right. Okay.
There are pages and pages of comments on this fucking debate.
Yeah, there was, because like, dude, a lot of people thought this was a shit post. Like, he won this debate because they thought he was a troll.
Oh my fucking god.
It's taken me a long time. Oh, okay. Alright. Pointy Delta starts the commentary with,
What?
Then Maharman,
What are you even debating here?
Jim Shady,
Again with this shit.
me, at Maharman, a new debate topic which falls in the bounds of logic just by asking questions. I have proven it in another website. That quotation mark was supposed to be a dot before the word first in my first argument. Then Power Pikachu 21 enters in with,
Your opening example, it's just a jump to a ridiculous conclusion. I'm not really sure if I'll accept this debate. I'll think about it, but you'll have to show me some evidence in the comments section to convince me to discuss this.
I respond, I already have evidence that I have proven it. Here's my long...
I feel like my brain hurts. Everything hurts. Do you know what? Fuck it. I need a distraction for a second. Apparently, everything is going wrong because I have been turned into a fucking hermit crab. And I don't know what to do about it or how to fucking feel about this. Okay? Covering Archon was a mistake. Why am
I think it looks good.
I like the feet.
Or the lack thereof.
Still toes.
The pegs.
Pegs. Thank you. Thank you, Beal. The little glasses.
Well, you know what's really great, though?
What?
Bryan has a comedy channel.
Please show me the comedy channel.
And it's actually, hold on, I think it's actually called, if I remember correctly, Bryan Mullins Comedy Channel.
It's so cute. It is cute. I like it. It's soft. I actually really like Bill's artwork. It's really good. It's got little glasses. It does. So cute. Okay, so for those who've been watching me for like since I started, they'll know that I had goals when I started making content. They were very, very simple, and one of them was having people draw fan art of me. Like, not AI stuff, but actually draw fan art of me, and that's happened now, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Okay. Oh my god. Bryan Mullins comedy channel. Okay, let's have a look at his most recent upload.
Passage mid mathabiologists or which sor halgasu jaish go jork poros go ye oisro hoto ala hoster gel thors mahomer hamar go gel fakai gox or huego jajmoy hoai kegalger wimmer hama megmasara el mongus or hinzao games room so I mix mits freisner zay of fefa of game o gazrog so gigoeo migo amoga gum and moigmarm steak msr tamer hosmer moalmoms rosmith mammer ho emosh de msd elf bam ebni bod bab mam mamod moodle gemem gol momdels mof fixamem zorgzeram sergis mot mem vs armham set fespemteen.
Okay, I sent you my favorite one. That one's
I don't know what to do with that information.
I sent you my favorite one.
Okay, this is okay. Weird headset fart noise gives me the giggles. Jesus Christ.
It sounds so bad. It's like farting through a PVC pipe.
I'm broken. I'm broken. I don't understand. What's his most popular? This 5.4k views. It should be good then.
Honey, you mean
Okay. Opening to her. What the fuck is this? Why do you steal so much fucking... My successful attempt to narrate The Aristocrats, 1996.
coming to home video for the very first time? One of the greatest Disney classics, The Aristocats.
Pretty good.
Meet a wealthy duchess and her three adorable kittens.
Why should you be first?
Pretty good.
I'm a lady, that's why. You're not a lady.
Nothing but a sister.
Comedic genius.
I'm gonna fucking rope myself. Okay. Right. Fuck. I don't know what to do with any of this. This is the weirdest fucking shit I've found in years. I'm very broken. My brain already hurt before I started streaming.
See, I think it's better than ACC drama, in my opinion.
It's all tied to ACC drama.
A little bit.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Are there any more up-to-date Roast Games one?
Hey guys, it's Bryan here. Finally, to conclude the 3 parts of this series called Demonstrating the Roast Game. This final part is called How to Safely Play It in a Joking Way.
I'm sorry, Bryan, have you ever turned to your own family members and asked them whether they eat children? Because that's the only way any of this makes sense.
Dude, what I think happened is his mom on Christmas was like, he's like, what are we having for Christmas or for Thanksgiving or something? And she's like, you. And then he took it seriously. That's what I think.
Okay, I want to see the present day. I want to see the present day, okay? Well, this is only 8 months ago, so it's all Missouri, and he's being in Missouri. Goes to the end.
Couldn't bear not talking about it anymore. Well, that's the video, folks.
Okay.
The months of January and February, we went back to campsite, then hotel room to hotel room, and so on, until my dad came up with a plan to permanently move into Missouri and no longer feel like there's a need to stay in Ohio because there's no reason to. On February 11th, 2023, we left Ohio for the...
Huh?
Make this very clear. You see where that flag is?
Yeah.
Like coming out from? That's in the wrong part of the state, Bryan. You're much further north than that, okay? Like, stop it.
You're so autistic about this.
don't know why. I don't know why this is your thing.
You have to live here to understand. The culture war has existed in Missouri for longer than the internet has existed. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Final time since September of last year. But unlike all of last year, this time it's permanent. But with all that being said, that's how my move out came along. This was a long video to make, and August so far, for me, has been the most eventful month for all the right reasons in years. That is practically the story of my life as I can possibly sum it up and remember for long enough. I had to now address some things I wanted to keep to myself, but I also couldn't bear not talking about it anymore. Well, that's the video, folks. Click the notification bell to see my Dropping Flies documentary that again is coming out this Thanksgiving, and until then, that is the summation of what led me to move out of Tennessee, live with my dad in Ohio in an apartment for 4+ years, and then move out and then live here in Missouri. I am Bryan Mullins the Fox, signing
Can't
out.
even pronounce Missouri right. Like, what a fucking...
This feature has not been rated. I fucking hate this. Listen, okay, we've been going for 3 hours. Been going for 3 hours. It's been 3 hours. I've met my contractual obligations to make content for this fucking channel. Okay, you're all fucking welcome. I hate everything. Gilded, final thoughts.
Yeah, you should totally it's a rabbit hole that keeps getting deeper, so the more you dig into that, you might actually learn more about Bryan than I have.
I
only
don't
watched
want
like 30 or 40 videos.
I am losing my mind. Okay, I'm losing my fucking mind. Okay, I'm gonna.
You know what I did?
What?
Every morning, I would get on my phone, when I was busy doing something or whatever, and I would just pick a random Bryan Mullins video and just listen to it for like a month or two.
I'm gonna hang up the call now, buddy.
I'm just trying to say you should follow suit. It's fun. It's like heroin or suicide.
One of the two. Like, okay, I'm gonna hang up. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming on and helping. Fuck. Okay, well, I'm glad people like the joint Beckett and Gilded content. Fucking hell. Okay, I'm gonna have a cigarette. And we're gonna have a real talk, guys. We're gonna have a real talk about life, the universe, everything, and stuff. We're not really. I'm just gonna sort of give you vague updates on what the fuck is going on and do like this again. I had to do a talking outro. Got no idea how bad the stream delay is, so it kind of helps. Most of this won't fucking matter. Thanks for coming and hanging out and supporting. Like and subscribe if you can. If you have subscriptions to click and buttons, you like buttons, press the buttons. Like, dislike, doesn't really fucking matter. I know what Bryan will click. Leave a comment, feed the algorithm, all that kind of shit. About Dave's GF, what the fuck are we talking about? I would have already got intrusive thoughts. Fucking what did I miss? Me breaking, that's what you missed. Holy fuck. Okay, so final thoughts from chat. You're very welcome to have final thoughts. I don't know who's to raid you into. I don't know who's live. Who's live currently? Have a look. Let's have a look if anyone's live and doing anything interesting. I could send you to food shops. What's food shops currently doing? Find out.
Yeah, the profile picture and name is different, but it is her.
Okay. All right.
But the person
Talking about Fluffy Puff? Do you know one thing that is weird? The amount of people I've seen try and cover Lio Convoy recently. Because people keep going, and picking up Lio Convoy things, and I keep seeing it in their title. They start and then give up because it's such a fucking hellscape to try and make sense of, which I think is really funny. I don't blame them. It's fucking impossible. What else? I don't know what this Fluffy Pup stuff is. I've seen a couple of people mention it, but I haven't like caught any of it. Not gonna lie, I feel like I lose sanity watching these videos. Yeah, I mean it is. I think it's a cognito hazard. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That made me drink 3 fingers of scotch like a shot. Thanks, Beckett. No worries. Oh, that the My Little Pony guy? It's a My Little Pony drama. I feel like I should cover My Little Pony drama just because of what my fucking content is. I like talking about My Little Pony drama. I fucking know too much. Oh, is there actually a new fucking Akumo FCK video? There is. There's a new TTR video. Interesting. People should go watch that. Hold on. New TTR.
Welcome back to yet another TISM report.
Okay, so there's a new TISM report. That's cool. Go fucking actually.
Welcome back to yet another TISM
there you go. There's a link. Go watch TISM report. Is there anything on live at all? Is anybody doing anything interesting? I don't think so. I think it's all pretty boring. I think it's all pretty boring tonight. That's why you're here watching me fucking be a hermit crab, apparently. Okay. He's an embarrassment. Wait, what's the fluffy stuff? Okay, here's your task. Here's your homework. Anybody who wants to do that. Anybody who wants to tweet at me or DM me any of the fluffy stuff, like a starting point, maybe I'll have a look at it. I've got some stuff in the works that I need to do for next week. I might be a bit sporadic next week. I've got a couple of things that I'm meant to be doing, but I might be away. So if I'm not around, I don't know. I'll tweet about it. Something. But other than that, I think that's me. That's me. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend doing weekend things. I hope everyone, I don't know, gets some rest, has a good Sunday, and next week's really good.